What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Nerd Theory. Hope you're all having a great Easter Monday. Josh, what's going on, man? How was your weekend?
The weekend was good. Had a pretty good Easter. What about you? Did you celebrate? Did you do Easter stuff or?
No, I just stayed home and chilled and worked, and yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
That's about it.
Yeah. I had fun. I had got some good food. I got a new shotgun. Pretty American thing. So I was happy about that.
Really?
Shooting a little bit, but it was a good weekend, man. Kind of relaxing, and I feel pretty refreshed and good to go. Good for the nerdy week, as it were.
It's funny you say that. I was literally just looking at a website to buy a new shotty and a new AR.
Oh, nice.
Not AR because you can't have those, but it looks like an AR. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. It's tactical for home defense and stuff like that. But it's nice. It needs broken a little bit more. It's still a little clanky and everything like that. But we'll get there. But it was fun. So
that's good, man.
Good weekend.
What's going on, chat? How you guys doing? Spam 1 if you had a good weekend. Spam 2 if you had a bad weekend. So hopefully,
hopefully you didn't have a bad weekend.
Life can get shitty sometimes.
Yeah.
Today we have some interesting stories to talk about. There's a new article, new rumor that's come out regarding the Kenobi show, and we are just going to commentate on it and give our views on it because we see it making the rounds a little bit, and it's a bit of a newer article. So, Josh, take it away.
All right, I'm gonna take it on away, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, this is on Bespin Bulletin, but it's a report that comes from Making Star Wars. And so let's just read through the article and then we'll kind of give our reaction. It's not very long, guys. So here we go. Not many details are known about Moses Ingram's Inquisitor, Reva, who's set up to star as one of the main villains in the highly anticipated Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Previously, various sources noted Reva to be very important and pivotal to the series. Red flag, with the creators noting that the character is smart and dangerous. But today, we have new details on the exciting new character. Recently, Making Star Wars released a report giving us various new details on Reva. According to the report, Reva's humanity and anger will factor largely into the end game of the Kenobi series. I just want to read that again, just so everybody gets what according to the report, Reva's humanity and anger will factor largely into the end game of the Kenobi series, and that she isn't some inconsequential villain, as her perspective will have some emotional validity and an overall consequence to the story being told in the limited series. The series will reportedly provide viewers with flashbacks of Reva's life, showing fans glimpses of Reva.
Spoilers, in case potential. Who knows if this is real? Who knows if people are just making this crap up for headlines and get views and clicks and whatever?
Who knows? Who knows?
If it is, I mean,
Yeah, it could potentially spoil some aspects of the show. I don't think it's like anything real crazy, except the fact that she's going to be the main character and not Kenobi.
That source you say has been pretty credible, right?
Yes. Making Star Wars has been pretty spot on. They had a lot of good stuff in Book of Boba, and they've had really good stuff in the past. So we'll see. Nobody's ever perfect because sometimes the studio will change things. You'll hear something different, et cetera, et cetera. But the series will reportedly provide viewers with flashbacks of Reva's life, showing fans glimpses of Reva as a child, being taken away from her family, being turned into a warrior for the Jedi, the horrors of Order 66, and finally being forced to choose between death and working for the Empire. Viewers will also see the dynamic between Reva and her fellow Inquisitors, with the Grand Inquisitor belittling her along with her abilities and potential and pitting her against the fifth brother. This is where, this kind of has something to do with maybe the end here. It says the report goes on to say that Obi-Wan understands and empathizes with Reva. Kenobi most certainly doesn't agree with Reva's actions, but understands why former Jedi feels and acts how she does. The two will come face to face and blades will clash, but according to the report, Kenobi at some point will have to put his faith in Reva in doing the right thing, something that could cost her greatly. Though the report doesn't say it outright, it asks the question, can Reva kill an innocent child? I assume this is in reference to why Kenobi has put faith in Reva and hopes she does the right thing. It also leads down a speculative rabbit hole to ask the question, which child? We know that young Luke Skywalker is in the series, kind of blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So there's a lot of speculation at the end there. But what the report is that Reva, who, by the way, a lot of people called this kind of from a mile away, will be pretty important to the series. And she will maybe turn good, or at least be called upon to do something good by Kenobi, maybe at the end of the show. So
actually, okay. So if she's going to be the main character, and that's what some people are saying, who knows if that's true. If that's the case where she's going to be the main character, I will riot. I will be pissed off. I'm going to be real. I don't care about Reva. I don't care about Inquisitors. I don't care about Uncle Owen. I don't care about Luke in this. I'm here for Kenobi and Vader and Anakin. That is all I care about. I don't give a crap about anybody else's story. That being said, I understand you have to have side characters to enhance the story's plot and overall blah, blah, blah. So if they're going to focus a little bit on Reva as showing us her perhaps journey and how she got here and her journey as a Jedi, being plucked out from her parents and then going into the Jedi Order and kind of being brainwashed to be a Jedi. And then in the end, she probably has a change of heart and being, like, yo, I'm done with this. Like, you guys just took me away from my family. You forced me to be a Jedi. I don't want to be a Jedi. And now I have to survive and I got to join the Empire. So that's what I'm going to do. So it kind of seems like that's where they're leading with this. And if that is the case, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool story. We've seen everything from the point of view of the Jedi, and to see something from the point of view of someone who was a Jedi and turned into an Inquisitor in that sense, where we never really get to see like how a person feels being taken from their family when they're a little kid to be turned into a Jedi and all of the stuff that they're brainwashed with, because they weren't perfect. The Jedi were not perfect. They forced you to believe certain things. They gave you freaking ultimatums like, yo, this is how you do it, or else, you're out of here, not a Jedi anymore. It's like, what the hell? Like, what, I'm supposed to detach myself from everything? And this is why Anakin fell to the dark side so much, is because they sucked. They didn't really know how to handle anything. They just gave him absolutes. So if that's the route they're going to take with her, that's pretty interesting. Now, as for how much they're going to focus on her, I'd rather they obviously focus more on Kenobi and Vader. If it turns out that they focus more on her than the actual two characters that we're coming here to see, then I'll definitely have something to say about it. And I'm sure like every fan will as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, so I doubt she's actually like the main character. Like, that's a little bit of a meme, a little bit of an exaggeration. But to be honest with you, so I'm kind of a split on this, right? But there's part of me that thinks even if she is just an interesting side character whose history will be sort of unique to both Vader and Obi-Wan, and she's kind of like this example of what can happen or what did happen to some of the Jedi post Order 66, I still kind of don't want that in this show. Like, if I'm being honest, at a sort of 30,000 feet level, like, that's just not, like, that's kind of interesting for sure, and there's interesting ways to do that, but I don't see why you need that in the Kenobi show, right? So the Kenobi show, with the history between those two characters, there's already enough there, right? And I really think that the sort of drama and the tension should be simply created by Kenobi, and it should be created by Vader. You know what I mean? And so I don't even, I'm not trying to judge it too harshly, of course, before we see it, but this was kind of one of the things that I was worried about, was that this character was going to be sort of used as this like weird representation of the Jedi struggle and all the pain and all these different things that were caused and all that. But like, to be honest, again, like, I'm just kind of not interested in that within the context of this story. Like, I feel like this story should be about Kenobi being at a low point, being sort of forced to confront himself and what's going on with Vader, make some decisions and do all this cool stuff and, come come to face Vader once again. I kind of don't need any other character. Like seeing when I read that like you're gonna see her backstory, I was like,
I'm like,
whoa,
I don't
holy
care, dude.
shit. Like I literally could care less.
I
Like
don't give a shit.
I really don't care at all.
Yeah.
And it's just it's weird because here's the other thing that's weird, right? Like you decide to do the Inquisitors. I'm cool with that. I like the Inquisitors. One of the problems you have with that is we know how most of their arcs end. Like we literally know
Well, they all
how
die.
most of them die, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's almost like they needed to create a new character, a new Inquisitor,
Yeah.
to add some mystery, to add some
She's-
like, oh, I wonder what will happen with this one.
Probably
you know?
gonna turn good, bro. She's probably gonna turn good in the end, and then like Vader kills her or something, or I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. So So again, like I just
She's
don't
probably
need that.
conflicted, and she's all like,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
and I'm totally on board with you. I don't need that.
Yeah, I just don't need it. Like I just want it to be about Kenobi and about Vader, right? Now, on the other hand, there is something to be said for the Jedi themselves and like it when I first read this report actually, there's something interesting in the way they word it where they say like a corrupted Jedi order. He could just be referring to the Jedi, or it could be the case that she's not actually brought into the regular Jedi Order, but is instead a part of like some other sect of Jedi that then is also hunted down by Vader, perhaps to be either destroyed or to
But
join the Inquisitory.
it said that Obi-Wan had a relationship with her or something, or knew her or something like that.
No.
Didn't
It says that he'll come to empathize with her, like knowing what it's like to be a Jedi and kind of knowing. But I don't think he'll have any knowledge of her. Although I could be reading
I
that
mean,
wrong. I don't
there
see
were
anything
other
in there.
Jedi temples in the galaxy.
Yeah, that's true. So I wouldn't. So if they're gonna do something kind of unique in the sense that maybe she wasn't a Jedi, maybe she's really gifted in the Force, brought into some kind of order, and then that order is also struck down, and then she hates the Jedi because she's not even a Jedi, and yet a lot of her family and people around her were destroyed. Her life was turned topsy-turvy because of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Like that I could be kind of interested in. But again, I don't even think you need that in the Kenobi show. Like, do that as its own thing. Like, do
Do it in the
different
Acolyte
kind
or
of
whatever,
show. Do it in the Acolyte. Do it, dude. There's so many other ways that you could do it. So,
do not waste my precious 6 episodes on Reva, please.
every
Don't.
moment that we were watching her and we are seeing her conflict, it is literally taking away screen time away from Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of whack because you've only got 6 hours. And some people are like, 6 hours, you're spoiled. It's like, well, yeah, but also this is probably the last time we're gonna see the homie.
We
You know
waited
what I
like
mean?
20 years for this, man. What
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I'm not here for some random character that they made up. And they also made up the Inquisitors. No. Continue George's story of Anakin and Obi-Wan, Vader and Obi-Wan.
I'm also gonna be kind of bummed. Like I will be kind of bummed if at the end of the day she is somehow responsible for, like, if I'm being honest, anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like she somehow helped save the day or some shit, or like, because then you got to think back and it's like, well, actually,
help save Kenobi.
Vader would have got her. Vader would have got Kenobi if it weren't for Reva. You know what I mean? It's like, don't do that. Like, don't make me.
And then she gets like a spin-off story or something, like spin-off.
Right. Well, that's the whole other thing, right? It's possible, like, low key, I'd be kind of cool with her doing something she knows Vader's going to take her out, and then she, tries to fight Vader, can't win, and gets whacked. But, dude, if they're like setting her up, like this is sort of my worst case scenario, right? Is that they're setting her up to be this really interesting, crazy Force user that has powers we have not seen, and she's unique. And there's just something about Reva. That'll be the next show, right?
This will be the next show. About Reva. Say something about Reva,
yeah. And then it's like, okay, so now like she's the coolest character, man, and oh, wait till you see her pop up in the next thing and pop up in the next thing, and like
she's gonna. I think they're gonna make her a victim, so that you identify with her a little bit more.
Yeah, I can understand
she's a victim,
that.
And then the Grand Inquisitor probably dogs on her a lot, and she has to like rise above it or something, and then she has her own little arc, which I mean I think would be cool. We get to see parts of that world where it's not just like Kenobi on a desert just chilling, but also at the same time, please don't do it in this show. Like, I don't care. Like, don't waste time. Like just I'd rather you focus on Kenobi and Vader the whole time. Like, give me flashbacks of Vader the whole time. Like, I don't care about this character. I really don't. And I'm not saying that she won't be cool. She'll probably be interesting. They'll probably make her compelling. She'll give her a cool arc. Maybe I'll come to really like her. But that's irrelevant when we have such a finite amount of time for these two characters that we are dying to see for, what's it, 17 years now?
Yeah.
So I just hope it really doesn't take anything away from our boys. And, you know, whatever they want to do by creating a new character, they could do maybe in another show or whatever. Well, maybe it's just, maybe we're just jumping to conclusions, and maybe it's just like such a little bit, you know, and maybe this article's spinning it out of context, maybe whatever. I can't trust anything until I really see that show
100%.
entirely, and then I can gauge it. But for right now, I mean, we can talk about these rumors.
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, dude, you're 100% right. Like, we gotta wait to judge the show until we see the show. But her being really front and center in that first trailer, a lot of people called it. Like, a lot of people were like, yo, she's gonna be this big
something's
part
going
of
on
the
here.
show. Yeah, she's gonna outshine Kenobi. She's gonna turn good at the end and be this integral part of everything. And it's just kind of lame, bro. Like, if like, I guess what I would have loved more is like just do one of the already established Inquisitors and just show that maybe there was some goodness in them or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can do something intriguing like that, which would sort of give you a different perspective on the character, watching them in other iterations and things like that.
Right.
But like, Reva's inconsequential. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a creation for the show. It just feels very shallow. And forced. So it's, I don't know, like, there's just a lot of red flags going off. Now, on the other side of it, I will say that I love Jedi, obviously. I love Sith, and there's other rumors of like this Force, there's like a Force colony of like all these like Force refugees, right, on Jabeam, and they might even be involved in like with Saw Gerrera and stuff. And I would think it was cool if those Force users have to escape, and she somehow helps that because she can see something similar happening to these refugees that happened to her, which is basically like, look, Vader's coming, he's going to slaughter them, take a few of them, turn them into weapons, and then, you know, do that. But to me, that's less of I'm turning good. It's more of I hate Vader, I hate what they've did to me, and I don't want that to happen again, which is like a little bit more believable of like empathy. If he's literally asking her to do something for like the sake of the light side, and she somehow thinks that's the right thing to do, like, that's going to be really whack. Like, that doesn't seem right. You know, of course, we don't know how it's going to play out, but I would like it a lot more if it came from anger, hate, and feelings of like revenge than it would come from like, you know what? The light side's pretty chill, you know, like, let's try that. Let's try light side.
Again, it's like you already were on the light side, you know, and then Order 66 happened.
Yeah. Well, didn't that happen with the gal in Fallen Order? One of the like Inquisitors?
It's not the second sister.
Yeah. She comes, what's her name?
Treva
or something. Yeah. So
it's like the same name, dude.
Yeah. She becomes good, right?
Yeah. Well, no, kind of, but then she gets yeeted by Vader.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I mean, look, we'll like have conflicted. To see.
I can see maybe Vader just she's probably like a badass, and then but she's conflicted, and like Obi-Wan talks to her, or they like come, I don't know, face to face or something, and he's like, I remember you, or whatever, and then she like starts talking about her issues in the past with the Jedi, and he's probably, as the article says, he empathizes with it. And then she continues trying to be evil because she's in pain, probably, or she feels like a victim of the Jedi. And then I bet you Vader will probably test her and like say, like, I don't know, like slaughter these younglings or something like that. And she can't do it. And then he just takes her out. Yeah. Or she gets like away, and then they make a spin-off show. I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't. I just like from the scripting perspective, right? Like, because we talk a lot about rumors. We've talked a lot about different, things for the past couple of months.
Yeah, fun.
Almost all of them seem cool. Like almost all of them seem like, hey man, they're taking special care here. They seem to have an understanding of what's important to us as fans. They seem to be really doing that right. This is the first report I heard that was very difficult for me to put an optimistic spin on it. You know what I mean? The only thing that got me excited was what it could mean for Jedi, other Jedi, and sort of just I'm a fan of more Force users in general, and anything that could have that persist would be really, really cool. But I just don't know why this show needs something like that. Like, why does the Kenobi show need a character like Reva? Like, I just don't get it. To show the cruelty of the dark side, like to show what, like you can't, like you don't think Kenobi knows? You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think also in a sense, it's to play devil's advocate. It would probably be pretty cool to see her side of everything because she's been on both sides, possibly, if all this stuff is legit. So we could see her view of the Jedi when she was perhaps young or going through it all, and how like they were just kind of dogmatic or like forceful with stuff. But then also that kind of paints the Jedi in like some sort of way, like they're not bad people, they're just kind of ignorant.
Yeah, they're misguided, they're out of touch,
and they're elitist.
Yeah,
But they're not
and I get
bad.
you. No, I totally get you. But again, why this show? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, I just
yeah.
don't understand why this show in particular needs a character like that. And maybe it'll make more sense when we see it. But it really seems like she's just an allegory for what a person, like, basically it low-key looks like they're trying to shit on the Jedi a little bit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
they
what I
want to
feel
shit
like,
on
yeah.
the Jedi, and then they're also going to show how horrible and crazy the dark side can be. But essentially, like here's the other question. Like, Grand Inquisitor was at the Jedi Temple. He was a temple guard.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to come up at all? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's more compelling and interesting stuff there than making a new character. You know what I mean?
Josh,
Like,
maybe he's maybe he's gonna be like, my hand, or like your fifth brother comes on along, like, oh, I lost whatever. No, Line Sister lost her eye. Fifth brother lost his hand, and then the Grand Inquisitor comes along. It's like, my head used to be long, and Vader hit me on the head with a hammer.
yo, like popped him
Yeah.
popped him on the head. Like,
goes to like a cartoon of him just being like,
yeah, maybe, man.
maybe, man.
I don't know. It's the first thing that I was like, whoa, now, whoa, now, what are you doing, Kenobi? And I think the other thing, man, is like, dude, fans have a lot of like, we're on edge about this. Like,
Oh,
I've seen some of the most optimistic, positive people that I personally know get wind of this Reva rumor and be like, I don't know.
They're like, I'm done. I'm not watching.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know about
and
that.
I'm saying, like, yo, guys, like, I think we should watch the show and then we can judge. Maybe it's gonna be really good. Maybe this article's full of crap. Maybe who knows, man? But let's just watch the show, or at least watch the first couple episodes, and then you can gauge it from there.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to jump to conclusions yet. However, I can definitely take some things with a grain of sand, as I like to say. And it seems like maybe it is kind of legit. And if it is, well,
we'll just have to wait and see, bro. I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, look, there's still plenty. It is possible that there's an element of the show that I don't necessarily care for, and I could still totally love the show. You know what I mean? It seems like there's a ton of awesome stuff in the show. The Vader stuff seems like it's really well thought out. The Kenobi stuff seems like it's really well thought out. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Luke, Leia, I love the Inquisitors, but this introduction of
can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at chat and I see a lot of people making it about race. So Revo's black. That has nothing to do with whether a character is going to be shit or not, right, guys? Come on, like,
no.
The character is garbage. The character is garbage. It could be purple, orange, white, black, gray.
Yeah, 100%. Now,
whatever,
right, 100%. Now,
just want to make that clear.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a fair point. I will say though that it is sort of interesting that this new character is like black female, doesn't inherently mean anything, right? It doesn't inherently mean anything, but you
Dude, what?
could.
There can't be a black female in Star Wars? Like, come on.
No,
Lando
I
was
mean,
black,
I would
you know.
assume there's got to be some black females in Star Wars. And to be honest with you, Star Wars
They're
traditionally,
humans.
no, for sure. Look, Star Wars pretty white. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think. I think Star Wars is pretty white. There was like one black dude in the
No,
whole
I don't
OT.
buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
Dude, just look at the numbers. I don't think it's
Okay,
even debatable.
but they're all most of them are aliens.
Yes.
Imagine
but
in
if
like
you're
a couple
talking
hundred
about
years when we got aliens chilling here, you know, and like cross species. I mean, then Star Wars will be like, oh yeah, it's pretty inclusive.
True. But I would say that if you just look at the actors, like there's just not a lot of black folks.
Well, let's see. What do we got?
Wars.
We got the original trilogy. We got Lando. We got
yeah, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a little. It's pretty white.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I don't necessarily.
You got Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's black.
Yo, low key. If I was black, I would claim Vader. I'd be like, yeah, he's us.
100%.
He's one of ours for sure.
James Earl Jones is his voice. You think a white man sounds like that?
True, but it's Hayden. You know, it's this little.
Yeah, on the inside. You know, but
yeah.
You know,
but no, like regardless. Like here's the thing. Like I could see why some people that look at what's currently going on in like Hollywood or just in general. Representation definitely is a thing that studios and different projects prioritize. Look, I think personally, like representation is good. Like I don't think it's inherently bad, but it's fair to say that that's something. It is a thing that they probably did so that they could have a specific character of that race and gender that would be sort of in the mix with everybody else. Again, not necessarily inherently bad. Here's the sort of trap though that happens. And I think it's similar to what happened to Rey. And that is that if you are thinking of the character in terms only of diversity and only in terms of what they represent, then you usually have a very shallow character. Like identity is not actually character. Do you know what I mean? So if now what we're hearing here is that there is actually some effort done to make the character interesting, to have the character have an actual legitimate backstory, etc. But here's the problem. Again, who gives a shit about Reva? Like it feels a little bit like they're just trying to inject a character, write a cool backstory, put it right front and center in Kenobi, and then I bet there's some level of sort of patting yourself on the back because you did representation well, right? So I can see sort of both sides of it. Just real talk, the only reason it really bothers me has nothing to do with her race, has nothing to do with her being female. It just has to do with she's a brand new character that appears to be created to be some kind of an allegory in a show that I don't think needs it. It feels weird. You know what I mean? And then
feels forced.
It feels
like let's just focus on the two dudes that are part of the show, you know, mainly. I don't really care too much about the others. And again, this article might be spinning it out of control. Sure. Might be, you know, focusing too much on it. Maybe it's just like a little segment. Like it's a little like 10 minutes of the show. Yeah, cool. Okay, fine. Yeah. Sure, no problem. But the one cool thing about Reva is that she could be like a portal into seeing what's going on with, you know, keeping up with the Joneses, seeing what's going on with the Inquisitors and the Empire and all that stuff. So it's like, let's see what she's doing because she's going to be surrounded by all of them. But if it's going to be all about her and her struggle and this and that, like I don't care about that for this show. I'll watch it for another show. Nope. Yeah, no, definitely. But for this one, no, man, show me about Vader's struggle. Show me about Anakin's struggle. Show me about Obi-Wan's struggle, Palpatine's struggle. You know, I don't care about these new characters. I don't care about the Grand Inquisitor and his egghead. I don't care about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, so I love the Inquisitors, but even they are not necessary, right? They're not necessary.
No, man, Disney made them up, you know, like this is a new thing that was created.
They're essentially like, you know, Dave's creation to sort of give you know, more fun lightsaber stuff for, you know, different Jedi and different things.
Sure. Yeah,
mostly like the rebel stuff. I mean, look, they're fun Inquisitors, and the Grand Inquisitor himself kind of really intriguing, menacing. You learn more about him. You spend a lot of time, and in some ways, he becomes Kanan's Jedi master. It's really weird. Like he's like teaching Kanan, right? So it's kind of there's some fun stuff there. But like Star Wars Rebels wasn't the Kenobi show. You know what I mean? Like Star Wars Rebels is a whole cast of new characters. It's a whole new adventure. It's a whole new look at a certain time period in Star Wars. The Kenobi show, or at least sort of, my perspective on what the Kenobi show would be, is a show about Kenobi and Vader. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you start to inject all of these new things into a show like that, and it especially bothers me that they want to sort of use her again. I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but it's some weird like microcosm allegory thing for things you don't really need. Like, dude, the Inquisitors themselves, especially because the Grand Inquisitor was literally a Jedi Temple guard. You can show how far the Jedi can go. You can show what the dark side has done to the galaxy. Like, dude, have Kenobi just hear constant reports of how horrible things are out there in the galaxy. And he's just chilling in Mos Espa or whatever. And he's overhearing it and he feels
I
gut
feel like that
wrenched.
could get boring.
Well, it could be boring, of course. But
I'd like to see it, but I mean, like, if you want to show us a portal into the Empire, you don't need Reva to do it. You don't need the Inquisitors to do it. You need Vader. Like,
well, that's my point. Is that you don't need a whole new character that is, it just seemingly created just to sort of double down on some things that we already know, that you have better ways of sort of exploring. So, we'll see. We'll see, but I think this was some serious ammunition for people that are sort of retractors of the show and retractors of Disney. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I
see a lot, dude. I see a lot of race comments in the chat, man. Like, I don't like it. Chat, come on, don't make it about race. We can all appreciate Star Wars. It doesn't have anything to do with the race or the color of someone's skin. But it's like, if the character's shitty, they're shitty. Let's just judge it on that.
Yeah. Look, this whole thing, I think, gets to, because like we don't really talk about like culture war stuff or like get into that. But I do think that this runs.
No, dude, I don't see this point.
Well, I don't really enjoy it.
We don't
either,
do that stuff. Yeah.
No, but I will say that I think the reason the chat is so hot, and I think the reason that so many people are triggered one way or the other about this is that it does sort of run in to a lot of things that are pertinent in our life and our world today, right? And so it's a lot of that's probably projection. You know what I mean? Like a lot of that's projection and seeing it through a certain lens or whatnot.
Right.
But I mean, look, I don't see it the same way that other people do. I have a different perspective on it, but I also can't blame people for seeing it in a way that feels disingenuous. You know what I mean? Or that feels problematic one way or the other, right? So I just, a lot of that is sort of baggage that's coming in from maybe real world events or the way we're looking at different issues or whatnot. But look, Disney in particular, as a corporation, they have a history, and especially recently, it's right out there in the open, man. They certainly do things to have certain types of people represented. They feel personally that that's important, whether they feel that's important from a revenue making perspective or from an ideologic perspective, that's sort of up for debate, but it's absolutely something that's real. And some people get personally really, really triggered by it. Again, I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm just going to watch it and see it for what it is, but I can't necessarily blame people for getting fired up about
it. I think it's very easy to, like, for me, I'm very mixed. Like, I come from very different parts of the world. Both my parents are mixed. I'm mixed, and I grew up in North America where I've been called every name under the sun. If you knew what I was. So for me, like, when I would see someone that maybe like, and I mean, I look white, but on the inside, for some reason, I'm not. Like I'm Middle Eastern, I'm European. There's some, what else the hell am I? I did that ancestry thing, and beyond that, I mean, like the core things are I'm Persian, Italian, German, and there's some Russian in there. And then you do the ancestry thing, and then you get like a million different other things. Like you're Norwegian, you're Spanish, you're from Africa. It's like, okay, cool. But when I saw like characters in movies that I identified with, whether it was based on where they come from or what they look like, or simple things like if they were left-handed, I was able to connect more with those characters than if there was just like some generic kid. So I can understand why that's, it's so important to be inclusive with so many different things. But when I feel like it's annoying or stupid is when it's like that's the only criteria.
Sure.
You know, it's like when, what did Kathleen say? She's like, we don't want to hire men anymore. We want to hire women.
Sure.
It's like,
well, I think she said they want she wants like half of the leadership or something to be women or something like that.
Yeah, like that's great.
It's like a quota thing.
How about we look at, who's best for the job? And if that's 100% women, then you hire 100% women. If that's 100% men, then you hire 100% men. Like, the point is to get the job done the best you possibly can.
This is true. Look, I get you, and I think we're going into like some deep territory, which I'm totally okay with. Sure, but I think so. On that point, it's kind of interesting because you could make the argument from their perspective that they are seeing data points that indicate to them that some of these things are inherently important to members of their own audience, right? So, like, essentially, they have to look out into today's world and try to decipher, who are these people? Who are the people we want to reach? And what do they care about? Right.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world where, like, for instance, like I feel very similar to you, where I feel, just hire the best person for the job. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember back in the day, like there were comments made, I think when Patty Jenkins made the first Wonder Woman movie, she came out and there were all these people that were saying like, oh my goodness, like, how does it feel to be the first female director to have a huge box office comic book movie and all these different things? And she's like, why do I even have to be called a female director? I just want to be known as a director. Like,
exactly.
I've never wanted, I never went to female director school. I didn't want to be the best person in the female director class. I want to be a director. I look up to peers, female and male from the history of cinema, and I want to just be that. So I feel that way. However, I think we both acknowledge, and I think chat would have to acknowledge as well, like even the people that are like super triggered by, wokeness or whatever, right? I think you'd have to acknowledge that there are people that exist that consume product that care about those things. For whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe it matters to them on an individual basis. Maybe it matters to them in a sort of more grand
That's for them to figure out. And I think, everyone's entitled to their opinion. If they want to be like that, well,
no, they are totally no, but that's not my point though. My point is, like, as a business, I think you still have to consider those people. You know what I mean? Like, you have to consider those folks. You have to consider the folks that don't like that sort of thing. And I think you just got to try to do the best you can with what you're doing. But I think in this exact example, and we don't know because we got to watch the show, right? But I think in this exact example, it sort of feels like maybe they're walking right into, it's almost like they're setting up the criticism to be baked in. And if I could get a little conspiratorial for a second, sometimes something that I notice with these companies is that they like to walk into probably a stupid decision. Like, let's just say a stupid decision like creating a whole new character to be an allegory in the Kenobi show, which you don't need. And then they like to use that character to also have their sort of representation quota made, so that if that character doesn't work, they can then deflect the criticism as, sexism, racism, or general bigotry, right? I saw that in comic books for a long time. Oh, wow. I've seen it in other places. And so this is where it gets like, it's like 3D 6D chess kind of shit, because a lot of people, I think, just argue about what it is.
Damn, I didn't even think of that, dude.
Right.
Imagine if Ray was a guy.
Yeah.
They couldn't say shit.
Well, they couldn't say that all the hate for the character was sexist. That's what I'm saying. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So there's levels and layers to this kind of stuff.
Wow. I never even
And
thought
I
of
don't know. Look, I don't know if that's true. It's just something that I've
it. Yeah, I don't
personally
know.
thought and felt where I was like, man, like it kind of feels weird that they can't just like why do they always got to go with
It's like a
the
safety net.
weird? Yeah, it's like a weird built-in safety net to what I think are poor creative decisions. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
I don't know. It gets
Or they just wanted to hire
yeah,
a
or
black
it's
girl.
just sort of a and this is the sort of Occam's razor explanation is just that they're trying to do all of these number of things and sometimes it all fails in a certain direction. And then the perception becomes the perception, right? So intention doesn't matter as much as the sort of perceived agenda or the perceived intention. So
I
it's a
mean,
weird
like,
world, man.
yeah, I don't know, dude, but for example, for me when I'm doing my Vader episodes, most of the talent is black.
Mhm.
Elliot Branch is gonna play Mace Windu. One of my best friends, Dupree, who is Vader in the suit, and then my boy Jesse Gomez, who is
Yeah.
the voice of Vader. It's like my main boys are all black in the show, and like I didn't like. Well, I guess Mace has to be black,
Mhm, mhm.
but like I didn't set for that to happen. I just looked for the best actor, the best talent, and that's just the way it ended up.
Right.
And if I can say something, I feel like black people, when it comes to sports and like talent in general, they're just kind of better
What do you mean?
than they're just like very talented athletically, and they're really
Mhm.
good at they're good at dancing, they're good at sports, they're good at singing, they're good at uh, um, acting, and it just seems like they kind of shine a lot when it comes to so it's like this whole like rhetoric of like using black people for movies and stuff for like a um social justice or whatever. Like I don't know if I really buy that because I just feel
Mm.
like they're like maybe they're just looking for the best talent and maybe they're just better, maybe they're just good.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one for me, man. I mean, I think that generally speaking, like all groups of people have an incredible amount of diversity within them. So, like for instance, you might generally say certain things about a particular person, a particular gender, or a particular race. But I think that the truth is, and I'm pretty sure this is bared out in data, is that there's more diversity within any one particular group
Yeah.
than there is even amongst sort of the comparisons. So, like, meaning you couldn't necessarily say that one singular factor is performed better or done better by any one particular race. Now, there may be factors other than that that have sort of led it to be perceived that way or to even bear itself out like kind of in the data. So it's kind of like going back to what you said
Yeah, there's
about
no scientific evidence for what I'm saying. It's just my mere observation of like football, basketball, baseball,
Mhm, mhm.
um and then just like the arts in general. Like
Sure,
there are just many talented black people.
sure.
So anyway,
Well, like
that's just how my brain works. When I look at stuff, like I'm just like I'm looking at it like who should I hire for this project that's going to be the best, and whether they're white or purple or whatever, that's what I choose.
yeah,
If they're the best at what they do.
right, right, right. So like if you look at what you were saying about like just do the best person for the job. So why
Yeah, I
would you
don't care if you're a
select?
woman or a man or
Yeah,
what. Like
right.
I don't give a shit. To me, it
But
doesn't matter.
there's right. And so there's an argument from I guess the more progressive side that says, well, if you were to just hire based upon skill, women currently, as it stands, because of sort of institutional things that happened in the past, will never be able to, by merit, be able to actually compete on a even playing field with men. Right. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. That is a theory. That's what some people suppose. Right. And so sometimes these sort of quotas or these ideas are not to fix the problem now, but to fix the problem down the line. Meaning, if you create a way to maybe incentivize more young women to enter these kind of fields or to try to compete in these kind of jobs, then sort of generations down the line, you may arrive at a place where you actually no longer need to consider any of that, and you can just consider the skill base, right? So I think that part of it sort of gets lost in translation a lot too. And the truth is,
Yeah.
I think the extremes on both sides of these issues really poison the well, because there's a lot of folks, like, I think generally speaking, you and I know you pretty well at this point. We're well-intentioned dudes. Like, I don't think we don't have like any sort of animus or,
Well, we don't have any racism or bigotry
yeah, we don't
in our
have
mind or
any, we don't,
sexism. We're just
right, right.
we're just
So
dudes. I don't know. I don't see people that way.
yeah, so I just think that there's a lot of people that are good meaning folks that
You know,
feel either strongly or not about these issues, and they don't necessarily have the full
yeah, that's fine.
story of what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that we're just one alien invasion away from abolishing and nuking all racism.
Yeah. Yeah, it would probably go away if there was, but then you'd probably make the argument in like 1,000 years, like, were we racist against the aliens? Do you know what I mean? Like, were we bigoted against the aliens? You know what I mean?
Us versus them, yeah, probably. I mean, if aliens are coming
I
here
mean,
to,
they're trying to kill us and shit.
if it's War of the Worlds, I mean, it's it's human race versus aliens. Then,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, for sure.
Yeah. It's all probably relative. But to take it back to Reva specifically, I guess like sort of my prior point is just that I feel like if pure representation is the actual goal, don't sort of hang this character out to dry. Like, how do you not know that you
Mm.
are setting this character up for failure? You know what I mean? Like, how do you not recognize that you are doing things that's going to essentially make this character, regardless of race or gender, stick out like a sore thumb? And then you also choose to make that the character that you do the representation thing. I just think that there's sort of a, it just seems like all kinds of
Yeah, you
stupid
raised
to
some
me,
interesting points tonight that
if
I
I'm being
never
honest.
really realized about perhaps corporate decisions or if what they do and not for that stuff. But
Yeah.
it makes you think, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing
Because
is,
I mean,
like,
all that does go into play. What they did with John Boyega was
Mhm.
ridiculous. I mean, they had him front and center in the Western for the North American posters, and then in China they just like shrink him down to an ant.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Why, dude? So
Yeah, I
like,
know.
obviously they are aware of their analytics or metrics or like what sells more, and they're just kind of um, swaying in the wind with that. Whichever way the wind blows for that. To make them more money or to in whatever country is. It's
Yeah, it feels
that's their
hypocritical,
motive.
right? Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
hypocritical.
dude. And then they're like
Mhm.
trying to talk about being like inclusive all the time. It's like, well, why'd you do this then?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I think in general, corporations and Disney sort of put their foot in their mouth with this over and over again. But I generally think that corporations should try to sort of stay on the sidelines of a lot of these issues. And that engaging in, culture war or I guess sort of political
Yeah.
ideas, because especially if you're a corporation, like, you're almost inherently not moral. Do you know what I mean? Like, in some ways, you're an organized arm of capitalism, and you are there to make profit. Do you know what I mean? And so it feels a little weird for you to even engage in these kind of ideas and principles. I've always thought it was kind of a bad idea. As much people sort of got butthurt about the answer. Back in the day, there was this moment where I forget what exactly was going on, but I think like Michael Jordan was sort of asked to comment, and he was sort of being baited to shit on conservatives, and he basically just said like conservatives buy sneakers too,
Yeah.
and like as much as like maybe you don't want to hear that, ultimately I think that is the honest answer for a capitalist. You know what I mean? And I think there's something cool about that. You know what I mean? Like, there's at least authentic. It's not this inauthentic, like, oh, well, we care about this, but we have to explain this, and we do this because it works over in this market, and they think about it differently here, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's a weird world. And the other part of this, I think, is really important, is that as a corporation, especially one that's engaged in creating media,
Mhm.
How do you not read the collective room? Like, how do you not realize that these issues are polarizing and that people feel one way or the other about them on either side? It's almost like they don't want to acknowledge what a complex, confusing world we're actually in, and they just sort of want to placate to the point of just getting a nod and a pat on the head and then getting more money.
One, and this is why I think one reason why George was so successful with making Star Wars is that, with these major companies that we see today, like, Disney or whatever, they have obviously the Imagineers, the people making the story and writing the story and being creative, who have gone to school for that and are just interested in that, telling the stories. But then you have the suits that you hire to make money and to kind of guide the story and corral it so that it makes what they think is the most lucrative for society or for whatever political sect they want to focus or adhere to.
Sure.
And that's when the story gets absolutely destroyed, because then it's no longer the story. And what I think George did so fantastically was that he funded everything himself. He had Lucasfilm himself. That was his company. And he didn't have to um, be anybody's bitch.
Yeah.
And that's what's destroying these movies today, is that you have these companies that have these suits that come in and they just alter the story for whatever happens. And I've talked to many big executives, many big directors who have made a lot of amazing movies that all tell me the same thing, that you have to just stand your ground, and you have to literally, as a writer or director of a movie, you have to stand your ground, just say no to these people that come in, and they may threaten you and they may say like, oh, we're going to fire you, we're going to find somebody else, and you're going to be like, okay.
Sure. Well, let me ask you something about that, because like I totally get what you're saying, but I don't think George is without sin here, and I'm just curious as to like what you think about it, because there's like footage of him saying stuff about like the Ewoks to try to make them look more like teddy bears because they'll sell more toys.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? So I just wonder, like, George himself, for as much of a true storyteller that he was, he also made like clear decisions
Mhm.
with a capitalistic agenda. So I mean, like, how do you feel
Well,
about that?
what else was going to pay for the prequels?
Yeah, but does that justify it? Does that like change the way that you feel about the
Nope.
suits and the sort of
Nope.
distinction there?
Nope.
So why is it different for him?
Because he made some characters look a little more cute. He didn't come in there and change the whole story around, and like what they did in The Last Jedi, and just destroyed a legacy character for the sake
Sure.
of perhaps highlighting the newcomer, the girl, and like they could have done it in such a more eloquent way by handing the baton off to Rey, and then everyone would see her as the favorite like they do Ahsoka. But instead they had to shit on him in order to try to elevate her, but it didn't really elevate her, it just knocked him down a peg so that she looks higher.
Sure, sure. But do you think Ryan did that because he's a suit, though? Or do you think Ryan did that because in his mind, that's the artistic approach? Like, I would almost argue that what Ryan did,
I
although
don't
I
know.
totally disagree
That's
with it.
for him. I
Sure,
don't
but
know
I'm
what
just
he
asking,
thinks.
what do you think? You think he did it to sell Ray toys?
I'm sure Kathleen was whispering in his ear, like, "Yo, this is we, we don't want Luke to be in power anymore. We're ready to move on. We're ready to make it about Rey."
Yeah, I wonder. See, like I've always thought, like the way I looked at Ryan's motivations in that film is that I think he's sort of overthinking it and wanting to do a really clever story idea. It's almost like he thought of in his brain what every Star Wars fan would assume would happen with Luke. And he
Mhm.
was like, what would be really cool though, is if we did something completely different. Do you know what I mean? Now, even though that's done just to what's the crazy thing about subvert expectations? That's his thing or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So even though it's probably done for that reason, I would argue that's still more pure from a storytelling perspective than making Ewoks look like teddy bears. You know what I mean? To sell the toys. There were people, by the way, that got super fired up that the Ewoks defeated the Empire on the moon of Endor. There were people
Yeah,
like, this is
it's
ridiculous. A bunch of teddy bears just beat the Empire.
it is a little
Um,
funny, but also, I mean, it's essentially just a play on the old samurai movies. There's literally no difference. They just don't look like samurai. They just look like little
They look
teddy
like teddy
bears.
bears. Yeah. No, I
But
get you,
it's the
bro.
same shit. It's the element of
Mhm,
surprise. It's
mhm.
like, where
Like
the
the
hell did?
villagers conquer
Well, yeah,
the
it's exactly the villagers, but like using the archaic methods. The First Nations, the samurai. It,
Mhm,
it's the same story. It's the same formula. You
mhm.
know, you got the villagers coming in and they're using these archaic methods of the logs, of the stones, and the empire only knows how to fight hand to hand, perhaps, or shoot, not very well.
Sure.
So they're going to get destroyed when they're blindsided.
Mhm.
It's like the end of The Last Samurai, when they had the cavalry coming in from the other end, and then they had this end coming in. They were timing everything, and they shot the arrows, and they lit up the field. It's exactly like that. So, I mean, he made them look cute. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess my argument or my point is just that I think it exists on a sliding scale, right? There has to be balance. If you're making commercial art, like there is a commercial element. You know what I mean? You need to sell tickets, you need to sell merchandise. That's a big, big part of it. And particularly
Right.
for George, because he had all the merchandising rights, right? Even for the first movie, like this was sort of a big kind of thing. He actually invents a lot of the contracts and why studios even desire that stuff now.
Mhm.
Um, and so I think he was particularly incentivized to create things that would be, able to be put on T-shirts or be able to sell, or things of that nature. So I think there's like a balancing act there, right? Like commercial art always has to walk that line of like being a product, trying to hit your four quadrants, trying to be as massive appeal as possible, while also having pure storytelling elements and doing things for the sake of the characters that will enhance the story, right? But like, oh man, it like reminds me. I feel like this was like an old Kanye West quote or something where he said like, if you want to be a pure artist, you would never leave your basement. You'd never put your beats out. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be pure, like if you want to be a pure artist, then yeah, do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about shit. But if you want to make it in hip hop, you got to be a little commercial. You know what I mean? Like he makes hits, bro. You know what I mean?
Well,
So there's
we're
a
not in hip
level of
hop.
that. What's up?
We're not in hip hop, so what do we know?
No, but that's like the point is that it's applicable. Like you have to
Mhm.
play the game if you want to win,
Right.
and that involves more than just pure story. If that makes does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
I
just got to
guess,
be a balance. You know what I mean?
things are corporate. They're different nowadays. You got to adhere to, like, I guess, the suits, but
Hmm.
that's one reason why I guess it's best to just never join some sort of a massive company, because then they always want to, like, tell you how to do things. And I've done this, like I've had companies that want to work with me, and they're trying to change my way and change how I'm doing things so they can make more money off me.
Sure.
And in the end, I'm just like, yo, fuck off. Like, no,
Hmm.
stop.
Hmm.
It's my way or the highway. Like, this is not how this works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting times. Interesting times that we live in. I just think that like when it comes to this character specifically, I'm really curious. I'm curious how it's going to land. I'm curious what fans think about it. And again, it could just sort of be a confluence of errors in judgment that will ultimately feed one narrative or the other. And
Mhm.
we'll just have to wait and see, man.
Yeah, wait and see what happens.
Hmm.
But I just wanted to make it clear that, guys, let's not, because I still see it in chat. It has nothing to do with the color. We should not be thinking of a character being shit just on the color of their skin, right? If the
Hmm.
character's shit, let's decide that when it comes out based on the character. So I'll jump to conclusions on, the rumors coming out there, but they could be Asian, black, whatever. I don't care. You know,
Hmm.
so I think that's a bit of the mentality that I would like to impose on other people. Not impose, but maybe show you how I think too.
Hmm.
And if you can maybe at least see that side of it and think however you want, then cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with a lot of these things, man, it's like right on that line of like getting people fired up. You know what I mean? It's kind of unavoidable. Like I know some people are like bothered by some of the things that people are saying in the chat or whatever, or feeling uneasy about it. I think at the end of the day,
Oh, I see
first of
one guy
all,
saying you literally said black people are better because they were bred to be slaves. I don't
no, I
remember
don't think
saying that,
no,
dude.
that's not what you said.
That's pretty messed up,
Um,
Sir Noble II. Why would you say that, man?
yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, a lot of the things that are probably being thrown around in chat are literally there to incite people. And the best thing that you could do is just not let it bother you. You know what I mean? It ain't that deep. It's a rando on the internet that is saying weird stuff in a live stream. It ain't that deep.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to just not let it be that deep, and let it go. And I think, look, these are real ass conversations. Some of you, for whatever reason, this stuff like really triggers you or whatever.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
It is what it is. Like I always tell people, like my sort of go-to phrase with all of this kind of stuff is that it is what it is, and it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? I truly don't think that a character in Kenobi
Everyone's
should
entitled
be,
to their own opinions.
yeah,
So
it shouldn't be make or break for your day. You know what I mean? And somebody saying
that's what
something
I'm
in chat
noticing. Like,
shouldn't
damn,
make
dude.
or break your day either.
I know, man. Come on, chat. Don't be so racist. God, dude.
Yeah, you got.
Don't make me put on members only.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Nah, man. Everyone can say whatever the hell they want, But I'm gonna preach what I think is right by my values, and I think everyone deserves a place in show business and a place in the world. Whether you're white or whatever, black, whatever, doesn't
100%.
matter. 100%. I don't care.
Yeah. It's I think honestly, like I kind of like these conversations. I think a lot of people get uneasy about it. Yeah, I do definitely hate aliens.
No, I feel like I am an alien, to be honest. I don't really feel like I belong on this earth.
We're probably all aliens, to be honest. And look, if you really got something you need to get off your chest, you really want the class to hear about it, send in a $50 super chat so that it hangs up at the top of the chat for a long, long time. Just put your money where your mouth is. That's what I always say.
What?
By the way, have you seen our Ewok merchandise that we have coming out for you?
You?
No, it's a joke.
Oh. I was gonna say. Okay, so you got any more news to talk about?
Let me see. I don't really
didn't find
think
that thing. I didn't find that thing with Pedro Pascal, so I can't.
Nah, man, I don't. I mean, that feels pretty unsubstantiated to me. But the only other thing that's out there is somebody said the Star Wars Eclipse.
Oh, we got news?
Yeah. No, not really. Just literally people saying that the development is going better than previously reported. So remember how we were saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, tell me when you got something. You know what I mean? For real. I don't know.
Who said
I still think this. Let's check. Let's check where it comes from. I saw it reported on Bespin Bulletin. It's just some random
Lil Uzi flop. Don't worry about it. You don't got to give us money. That's okay.
It's just some weird account, man. Doesn't seem. It's probably like, I think that with this, there's people that are just trying to say that it's not as bad. There's been a lot of doom and gloom about that project for a variety of different reasons, and I think there's just some people out there trying to say like it's not as bad as you think. And I'm like,
dude, I just want them to make that game. It looks sick.
Yeah, just make the game, and we get a little closer, put the game out, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna get a ton of other announcements soon, anyways, in about a month and probably 10 days.
Yeah, well, I think
games we've never even heard about.
That would be nice.
They're probably gonna unload a whole bunch of stuff. Oh yeah,
you think so? Yeah. I mean, well, we know about the Ubisoft open world game. We know about Jedi Fallen Order 2. I'll be shocked if there was like another game that's coming out or something like that. That would be fire, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily holding out hope for that.
No, there's probably going to be a lot of shows. I mean, maybe we'll get a trailer for Acolyte, but we don't even know when these shows come out. Yeah, like we heard Bryce Dallas Howard talk about how Ahsoka was going to be favoring Clone Wars fans, which is nice.
Yeah. She said something like Clone Wars fans will be really, really satisfied with the Ahsoka show, and it's like, yeah, well, we better be. You know what I mean? It's Dave's first
what does that mean?
Live action show.
Yeah, it's like, are we going to see Rex? Is that what that means?
I mean, even if it's just Ahsoka, wouldn't you be excited? I mean, Ahsoka's a huge part of Clone Wars, obviously. So yeah, it's the Ahsoka show. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that it necessarily means anything at all.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's fun stuff. I mean, there's obviously gonna be fun stuff. I'm super excited for it, but I don't think that that's just her being her. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah. I mean, well, they always say stuff to hype it up,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Josh, I'm in Pittsburgh for work today. Was hoping for a Josh sitting. Got to get in nerd theory, even on the road. Love you guys. You demand theory. Thanks, Bailey. Have a good day,
Thanks,
man.
Bailey. Yeah.
Drive
So I
safe.
don't actually live in Pittsburgh anymore, but Bob's your uncle. Have fun in P Town, as I call it.
If they do this when we, the people, cannot deny or try to defend at all, it would be woke, and they're going off their agenda. It's Kenobi and Vader. Come on. I don't know about the woke part, but yeah, I think it's.
Mm-hmm.
We got to wait and see if it's woke or not.
Yeah. But again, it's sort of setting them up to have that narrative take place. You know what I mean? So,
Sup, fellas? Just bought myself a red 66 hat. Pumped. Curious. Who would you say are your guys' top 3 favorite movie villains, protagonists of all times, assuming Vader's number 1? No, I think Emperor's number 1 for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Emperor.
Villains, huh?
Yeah, villains, eh?
Villains is tricky. I will say that I can't get this dude out of my head because I recently rewatched the first season of Jessica Jones, and the Purple Man or Kilgrave, literally one of the best written, most intriguing villains that I've ever seen. I would say what's his face from Gladiator, Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. I mean, dude, chilling.
Commodus?
Yeah, Commodus is awesome.
All right, I'm gonna go Commodus with you.
Yeah, Commodus
one
is
more.
fire.
I don't know what you thinking, Thanos, or we can get someone better than him. What do you think, Chad?
No, I'm obviously like the biggest Marvel shill of all time, but I wouldn't even put Thanos in my top 3. I don't think, because he's like great, but personally, I also think his comic book counterpart is way more interesting, and also he's dope in Infinity War, but in Endgame he's like kind of one note. You know what I mean? Like he's not even consistent. I mean, he's awesome, but
I'm gonna say Biff from Back to the Future.
okay, that's not bad.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't know. I'll think on that one for a little bit.
Yeah, I'd have to think about that. That's a good question though, because a villain really can make a movie. You know what I mean? A villain can be great.
Yeah, dude. Infinity War was amazing until freaking Endgame came out and they went all.
I mean, I like Endgame a lot, but he's not a strong point. He's not a strong point in that film. I mean, he's like almost a different character. He technically is a different character because he's ripped out from a different time.
Right.
But yeah, that's a tough one.
Yo, happy birthday, Ian. Have a great day, man. How old did you turn today?
Birthday. Happy birthday.
Brady.
Up, Brady.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah.
Really hope they don't fumble the show after Boba.
Yo, tell me about it, dude.
Dude, people are coming more out of the woodwork now about Boba, eh?
Yeah.
They're talking a little more candidly about it.
I mean, Boba, dude, it's not a good show. You know what I mean? But it's very popular. That's the other part that's really weird is like, it's one of these it's a double-edged sword because the more you hear about the numbers, the more you're like, bro, this was a big show. And a lot of normies liked it. But I think, a lot more people are just like, it was mid, you know?
STG, if they use his name as a market for new characters to fit their own agenda, I'm going to be pissed. Doubt it will happen, though, hopefully.
What's STG?
I don't know.
Maybe that's a typo.
Maybe. But I can't figure out what it is. Have you tried the Dr. Squatch? No, I haven't.
No, I haven't either, actually. So, no. Who uses soap anyways, dude? You don't like spit and just rub that on your pits?
Jesus,
come on now. Life Miller says, really appreciate you guys. Hey, we really appreciate you.
Thanks, man. As always, General Theory and Josh, stay awesome. I'm training as I listen to this. Nice, man.
Nice.
Turn on some No Easy Way Out by Robert Tepper. Had to donate the 5 to help out the homies. Miss you Warzone streams 3. Yo, I missed those too. I might do those tonight, depending on how much time.
Yeah, get back into Warzone, huh? I played a little Fortnite. I played a little Fortnite. No build Fortnite. Kind of nice, bro.
How's that?
Oh, it's dope, dude. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I always I thought Fortnite was
like
cool.
The building thing.
I hate the building, but the no build mode is actually pretty chill. It's pretty chill.
Do you think Obi-Wan going to clap Reva's cheeks?
Maybe. What a twist.
Thanks, Jacob. Jeez. What a twist. Scored the net, fellas, and discovered a terrible truth. Bald Josh Orelli. Oh, there, you're bald Josh.
Hey, how about that, huh? Nice,
Did you
Mandalore.
Google
My
that one?
man.
Damn.
My man, yeah.
Damn, dude.
That's
Hey
good.
guys, what was your craziest or favorite dream? I had a dream the other night where I was a Jedi in massive battle against Sith, and I was doing some crazy shit like flipping around, and throwing my saber.
Mm.
Oh, dude, I've had a lot of weird dreams. There was one where I was lucid dreaming, and I jumped off my balcony and I flew into the sky like Superman, and I was hovering above the clouds, and the moon was very beautiful.
Do you ever have any lucid dreams?
That was a lucid dream.
So you knew you were dreaming?
Yeah, I have lucid dreams all the time.
I used to. I don't have them anymore. But I had some
Yeah.
awesome lucid dreams, and I could like control everything in the dream. But then they would always turn on me. So like I would be able to control it up to a point, and then it would turn on me. And it's almost like I'd feel my brain turn on itself and start to do like the most crazy stuff.
Yeah, I have a lot of lucid dreams where my dead grandparents visit me.
Hmm.
And it's weird. I can like see the crinkles in their face. Like it's so vivid. It's
That's
so
interesting.
colorful. It's so it's more colorful than life. It's very strange. It's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like they're right there, and I know I'm dreaming. I'm like, and they're like talking to me, and not they. Well, actually, they never speak to me in my dream. They just interact with me.
Well, one of the ways you can tell if you're in a lucid dream, if you're ever like feeling weird and you just want to double check, flip on the light switch. So when in a dream, you actually can't change however the lighting is in the place that you're at. So if you can't change the light, it's possible that you're dreaming.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if you've ever watched the film, there's a great film called Waking Life. And part of it is dedicated to lucid dreaming. And there are actually people that do certain things to go into lucid dreams. And they do like all these weird things while they're in a lucid dream. And they prefer to be dreaming than awake.
Indirect Consequences says, lol, your grandparents dead. Yeah, they are. And I wish they weren't. I miss them.
My grandparents are dead as well, actually.
Yeah. Have you been on the Rise of the Resistance ride at Disneyland, California? Just went, and I was shocked by the quality of the ride. Yeah, it was a really nice ride.
I have not been on it, but I've heard it's straight fire.
Yeah, it's really good. The animatronics are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What's up, boys? Everyone who joined in, thank you, man. We got some new members. What's up?
New members.
Oh, okay, guys. So I just spoke with a friend who worked on Revenge of the Sith, and we're going to be making some very cool stuff for you join members, and I'll explain more when the time comes. But it's going to be great. Reva rumors remind me when we got Vimorati in Galaxy's Edge instead of characters fans actually care about. Could be cool, but initial feelings, meh.
Yeah, it's a wait and see, but it doesn't inspire much enthusiasm for me.
Nope.
World Between Worlds, how Ezra survives the Purge. No. He just survives because he's the homie.
For those who don't know, the Purge are the flying space whales.
Space whales.
Watcher be presented as a victim, not a villain. Probably.
100% seems the way they're going with it. Yep.
Probably. T-Love. This unrelated comment will spark a completely unrelated debate.
Totally, bro.
Yo, boys, hope you had a great week. Oh, and thanks for that. That was a big donut, man. We appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Me and Josh tonight. Yo, boys, hope you all had a great week. Been waiting on this all week. I'm done with Disney if Kenobi has to share the main character screen time with this side.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be if that's the case.
A lot of people would be triggered for sure.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see.
Okay, Snoke. Why would they decide to put focus into new characters if the live action series are so short? The Clone Wars worked because there were so many episodes. Yeah.
Fair point. Yeah, I just think it's such a weird place to put a new character like that. It just seems like a bad call.
Especially when you have only 6 episodes.
Have you ever listened to The Saga Begins with Weird Al Yankovic? If not, you should stream yourself listening to it.
I have not.
No, but I actually saw Weird Al perform live, and no cap, I'm talking straight facts. He is one of the best live performers I've ever seen. This man did a costume change and a set change for every single song. It was amazing.
Cool.
He's good.
What report are you talking about? Oh, we already brought it up.
Yeah, we brought it up. Rewind.
If Reva is like Trilla, then it'll be awesome. Yeah, but I don't think she is.
Yeah, it's possible. We'll see. Which Lego Star Wars do you prefer? This is actually a question for you. The complete saga or the Skywalker saga?
I think the complete saga.
Yeah, I haven't played any of them.
Yeah. Skywalker saga is just so quick on the prequels, man. Just like blitz through it, and then it took me like freaking 2 hours to get through The Force Awakens. The levels are just so
That's awesome.
long.
That's wild,
like you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Mhm.
Over under 50% chance we see Yoda and Kenobi. Do they ever communicate after episode 3? Well, yeah, when Ben becomes a ghost. But
I would say over 50%.
I'd say over 50%. Chat, would you guys like to see Yoda? Oh, right. I haven't watched. We need Musk to buy Disney too. This is going to be a bigger letdown than anything Star Wars in my lifetime.
Ooh, that would be tough.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions yet.
Let's not jump to conclusions. But also, no, I totally agree with you. We're done. It's screwed. Put a fork in it. I'm over it.
Well, you got Marvel, so
yeah, I'm
talking about that. You're like, I don't care.
I'm jumping ship, bro. Yeah.
Hey Theory, hey Josh. It's 1:15 a.m. in the UK, but it's worth staying up late to catch the stream. What are your thoughts on Kenobi having flashbacks of Satine and how his life could have been different?
Ooh.
So I think he'll have some flashbacks on Satine. Well, no, actually, I do not think he will have flashbacks of Satine. I think he may mention that he loved someone in the past and she died in his arms. But I don't think we'll actually see live action Satine. I think, wow, geez, we could.
I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, that would be cool. But I think if we're doing flashbacks, they're going to be Anakin related, and the trauma is going to be Anakin related. Like, yes, he loved someone, and yes, she died in front of him, and for sure that's PTSD. But I think that what happens at the end of Revenge of the Sith, I mean, even if he had never fought Anakin, just seeing Anakin kill a bunch of kids is like crazy. That's his brother. You know what I mean? Like, that's heartbreaking. And then to actually see him choke Padme, and then to fight him, cut him up, and leave him for dead, that's I feel like that weighs heavier than what happened with Satine. But that's just me. So I think if we're gonna get some flashbacks, it'll probably be with that.
I don't know if that weighs heavier for him than Satine, man.
You don't think?
Differently. I don't know about heavier. I think, I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, so, they're both heavy for him, but
they're both heavy, but like, one's tragic, horrible, and it's also a villain that cut down someone he loved, right? The other is like his brother and the person he trained since he was a boy, the person that he thought would be the chosen one, literally like making a deal with the devil, essentially. And I just feel like that is a little bit worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a pick your poison kind of thing. They're both
that's pretty hard for him. I think she's going to have a name change to Seer Junda by the end. To just
I don't know about that.
No, dude. Like, you got to also realize this is 5 years after Fallen Order.
Yeah.
So Seer Junda's already set in her ways. Just dropping what a bougie drop. Been watching for a while and thought I would add to the Lambo baby fund.
Thanks, Jar Jar Bougie.
Thanks, Jar Jar Bougie.
What a weird. Okay, right on.
That's dope, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yo, he's adding to the Lambo baby fund.
Yeah, hey, it's Huey.
Reminds me of
books. Always going to side characters no one cares about. And about only 40% of the book is about who it's written for. Bane Revan, Kenobi. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see. Maybe it's really quick. Maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe we're making a mountain out of a molehill. But it is the rumor, and yeah, this is the speculation.
You know what? Yeah, I was saying that too. But I mean, also, if we look at all the concept art, there's like, or all the screenshots, there's just like a lot of her.
There's a lot of Reva. Yeah,
there's a lot of Reva, and I gotta say,
look, I told you she's taking over. She's the new queen. It's all about Reva now, and
she's already talking back to Vader.
Yeah, she's taking over, bro.
Dude, no,
she's taking over. Like everybody's that's like, oh, retcon the sequels, retcon the sequels. Yeah. Now it's gonna be Reva taking over. Yeah, you really want him to retcon? Yeah, move over, Ray. Ray, you ain't shit. It's all about
old news now.
Yeah, get out of here. So careful what you wish for.
Don't
Josh, when your fiance sends a super chat, are you losing or gaining by?
Toxic male.
That's actually a fair
fiance sends a super chat. Are you losing or gaining by?
I don't know. That's weird. I don't know how to answer that. I'm sure it works.
She's super chatting at a major discount.
True. That's a good way to think
of it. But then YouTube takes 30% of that, and so it's really like we don't really get. It's like
yeah, that's a fair question. I don't know how to answer it.
I don't know. Y'all in chat freaking out. Kenobi is literally the main character. He's fighting Vader twice and speaking with Qui-Gon, for God's sakes.
Yes, Jackson. But what if in the second fight, Kenobi's like, Reva,
you fight him. I can't
handle him. Yeah, I am a baby back bitch.
Dude, I would.
And I need you to step up, Reva. Let's go.
Punch a hole through my monitor.
Yeah, dude.
If she walks up to Vader, like she's like, and there's like badass music and shit.
You're gonna be crying for a different reason. Bro.
I will, dude. I will like one. I'll go viral for crying. The other one I will be like fucking just throwing my monitor against the wall and being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll see. I
will lose my shit.
Fingers crossed. We're going in open minded. We'll see what happens.
I'll be like a goddamn ape in my room here.
Yeah.
Surely you all must know the best place for Star Wars not safe for work cosplay. Hook a brother up.
What?
Bro, I don't know. Google that.
Yeah, who knows? Come on now.
We make Star Wars videos. We don't look up nudies.
Yeah, jeez.
If Obi-Wan inspires her, I see that as a great. Well,
yeah, that's fine. You could see it as great, and maybe it will be great.
Bro, I just don't care.
Yeah. We have both love the new. Wait, what? Hey, both love the new Thor trailer. Currently reading Lords of the Sith and enjoying it. Okay. I would love to see a Palpatine and Vader series showing them working together. Love you both, best YouTubers ever. So yeah, dude, I'm glad you're enjoying Lords of the Sith. That book is dope. And I thought the Thor trailer was fire. I loved that Thor trailer. So I am here for it on both ends. So thank you.
Thank you, man. Was always going to be an Inquisitor show with Obi and Vader as side characters. Heck, Disney and John. They are truly lost. Ducosta ship.
Huh?
Dooku and Jocasta new.
That's the new one, huh?
That's the new one. Ducosta.
I could see them doing
it, yeah. She's like in the archives late at night, like stroking his Lost 20 statue.
Yeah.
Statue. Like, oh, what we could have been.
She's a freak.
And then he shows up.
Yeah,
right, we're getting.
I wonder if his other lightsaber's crooked too.
All right,
it's just one says the solution is
Jesus. God damn it, Josh. Oh my God.
The solution is gatekeeping. I don't understand the stigma behind it. Lucas,
to be sure, but a welcome one.
No, this is the wrong one. Jeez, dude.
Oh man.
Once again, you proved. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
That's for you, Nerd Theory Clips fans. Yeah. Lucas not gaping is how we got the sequels. Lord of the Rings is a good example. Wait, what? The solution is gatekeeping. I don't understand the stigma behind it. Lucas not gatekeeping is how we got the sequels. Lord of the Rings is a good example of how to. I gotta be honest, brother. I don't fully understand what you're saying there.
Confused.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I'm confused.
I don't get it.
I'm sorry. It's just one.
Yeah.
Hi, Star Wars Theory. Big fan. Thank you, man. You think they will ever make an Order 66 series someday in the future? I think they're going to be giving us flashbacks and shows. I don't think they're going to actually give us a full-on series. But yeah.
So
you like that trailer, huh? For Thor?
I loved it. I thought it was dope. But you know
I was
what?
getting some Luke Last Jedi flashbacks.
What, with him training to get skinny again?
My superhero days are over.
Hell yeah, he's trying to retire.
Whatever, dude. Fuck.
All right. Yeah, no, I thought it was cool. Super fun.
Jesus.
Seems like gonna be a really fun movie, dude.
So he's just gonna be a P-boy the whole time? He's just like not fighting. He's done. It's over.
Dude, what are you talking about? You literally see him fighting in the trailer.
Yeah, but then what the whole is the whole plot point about him? Like, my superheroing days are over, and then he's just like looking off in the sunset.
Endgame,
I need to
right?
find who I am.
You watched Endgame, right?
Yes.
So after they defeat Thanos, he's basically like, I need to go figure out who I am.
Yep.
And so he goes out there, and it seems like he's on some kind of a journey, trying to figure out who he is, and then something else brings him out of retirement. Probably Gore the God Butcher. So
who?
Gore the
Who's
God
that?
Butcher.
Who's that?
He's a character in comics that kills a bunch of gods. So basically, like, this dude's probably going to start killing a bunch of gods, and then Thor will find out about it. They'll be like, Thor, you're the only one that can help us. You know what I mean? And then Thor will have to become even more powerful than he was to defeat Gore the God Butcher. And
Oh, okay. So it's not like he's hanging up his hat and he's like, I'm done.
Bro, you really think they're going to make a Thor movie where Thor retires and doesn't do anything?
They made The Last Jedi. What do you mean?
What do you mean they made The Last Jedi? Disney. Yeah, Disney.
Yeah. It's what do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. That's
What, you mean Marvel and Lucasfilm are really all that different?
Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Marvel makes stuff for their fans.
You know, ILM does like a whole bunch of the stuff for.
Oh yeah, 100%. They do a lot of work for Marvel, yeah, and it looks good.
It does. Well, they're the best in the world.
They're pretty good. Jason Ward clarified she's in no way going to take the focus from Kenobi. Well, that's good to know.
Who said that?
The guy that did the first report.
Oh, okay. Nice. Is that what he said?
That's what that guy said. He said,
I have no issue with Reva having her own story if it's done well. 75% Kenobi, Vader, 25% cool Reva story. I'll be happy. Dude, yeah, if the story works, I mean, fine, but still, I don't feel like it shouldn't be done in like a Kenobi show.
25%.
But hey, it could work. How the hell do I know?
Much. Yeah.
Most likely legit Book of Boba Fett barely had Boba in it. Yeah.
I mean, it had a lot of Boba in it, but it just didn't have Boba doing anything we wanted him to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of Boba, especially with his helmet off.
Kathleen Kennedy being so much involved with this makes me really worried. She has a reputation for turning Star Wars into a political agenda. Yep.
Yeah.
She do.
Yeah, I can't necessarily argue with that. So
no, man, just keep her away from Star Wars. Just go away, please. Looks like my username is in jeopardy for a bit.
And what the hell is that? Are you some meatball looking dude? What's that
like
about?
A cookie. I don't know. If it has nothing to do with race, people on some BS.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do, yeah.
100%.
Disney has publicly said they will force gay and transsexual issues in all their shows. Could Reva be this? I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and find out, man. We'll have to wait and see.
I've got a bad feeling about this, as Star Wars Mansplained. Look,
you would Star Wars Mansplained.
We are not here to spin a narrative. We are here to just be Star Wars fans like everybody else, and we're here to just give our take on the news that is presented to us and what the fandom is talking about, and that's really where the buck stops. As for how legit this is, if this is actually going to happen or not, we don't know. But
yeah,
there are some things that point to it kind of making sense that this is going to happen. But again, we'll have to watch the show and see. We can't really judge it until it's done.
Yeah, we can't judge until it's done.
I could be weary, but I can't for sure know.
Look, dude, when I read the report, at first I was like, oh no, this is like my worst fear. Then I was like, oh, but other Jedi are kind of cool. Maybe it won't be that bad.
Yeah.
And we'll just have to see. You know what I mean? We'll just have to see.
It's about Reva outshining Kenobi specifically because they can't have a heroic white male Kenobi as a lead character, not about her race. You know, I can get your point that, yeah, they like really don't like white males, but I don't know, bro. Like, I just don't think that they would destroy Kenobi for that.
Yeah. So this is one of those
I can
things
see
where
them
it's
doing it
like,
in like, I mean, they feel like they could do that in other movies, but
yeah, so it's one of those things to me where it's like, first of all, like I don't agree that that's the thinking over there, but I really wish, just as a fan, that they wouldn't do things that are so easily interpreted through that lens. And because Lucasfilm doesn't come out and clarify shit, and they do a pretty bad job of, like, again, PR. You guys have heard me talk about it a million different times. Because they don't do that, they allow narratives like this to exist in a way that, like, I can't even really come hard against it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and say that it's total baloney or like there's no truth to it whatsoever. It's not even my job to do that. Like, I wish Disney would be a little bit more sort of retroactive. But the very fact that they are comfortable, or at least not super uncomfortable, with narratives like that being out there, and they sort of downplay it as just bigoted discourse or whatever, I think is a part of the problem. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see
what happens, man. Look, I always like to see something fully through until I judge it. That being said, my trust has been shaken in them, as Anakin would say, with what they did with Luke in The Last Jedi. They did destroy him. They could do it with Kenobi. I don't really know, but I would like to believe that they learned from the backlash there and realize that, okay, we gotta maybe
at the end of the day, this show will either be amazing and give us hope for what could come with Star Wars, or it'll be like the dudes on the Titanic with the friggin' face. And either way, you got a front row seat, chat. You got a front row seat, and Theory and I are going to get up here for at least 6 straight weeks and tell you all about what we thought about every little piece. So, hey, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We shall see.
If Kenobi is bad, I'll officially be done with Star Wars. The only thing bringing me back is if they do an arc about Luke finding love for Ahsoka.
My man, Juan. My man.
Juan's still pissed at us for not understanding his.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe that was a setup because we'd be like anticipating clarification, you know?
Oh, really? Guess I'm watching episode 1, then stopping. No, we're not confirming this. We're just merely talking about it. That's why I put quotations and saying reacting to instead of, factual sentence. Like, this is happening. Just got a Hot Toys Dark Side Anakin, been sold out for a while. I paid more than I'm proud to admit, but it's dope and it's my prized possession. Well, much love. Oh, dude, is that the one on Mustafar?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. I have that one too.
I have that one, yeah.
Yeah, that is straight fire. That's a nice figure, man. Enjoy that.
Very nice.
Very nice.
What do those go for nowadays?
I didn't actually know they were that rare. I bought mine a while ago, so.
I got mine from my boy Kiff's Collectibles at Star Wars Celebration.
Nice, dude. I love buying stuff at Celebration. I sound like such a fanboy consumer, but it's true. I love it, bro. Going out on the exhibit floor looking for all the dope shit.
The best,
man. It's the best. I remember finding these weird prequel hats that had like just like super tacky like buttons on them with like prequel characters, and the Jar Jar one, bro. I wish I could find it. That shit was so cool. Like, it's just like this tacky ass Jar Jar hat. I thought it was the best.
Yo, chat. So anybody who's going to Celebration, please type C for Celebration. If some of you going down,
let's hit 700. Really anybody want to buy one? No, I'm just kidding.
$700.
That can't be.
Oh. Excuse me. Well, anyways,
yeah.
I'm gonna try to link up with some of you guys, and if any of you see some really cool stuff down there, I'd love to send you some money so you can buy it for me and then ship it.
Yeah,
because I really want some like old school Revenge of the Sith hats, or like an Episode 3 hat, or something like that. That'd be neat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Controversial, but Obi-Wan should be the main character of the Obi-Wan show.
Right?
I know, right?
Yo, quote of the day. Like, that's it in a nutshell, bro.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Tired of Disney forcing their uninteresting characters into Star Wars. Example, Holdo. If Reva is a focus, she must be properly fleshed out with a dope backstory. Yep, I
Well,
agree
it
with
does
that.
kind of sound. So here's the thing: is like this is interesting, Colby, because it actually does sound like she is getting that, and I'm still not here for it. Again, just at base, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out, but just at a base level, like I don't want a well-developed, cool new character that's essentially just an allegory for the plight of Force users in the galaxy. I don't need it. Like these two characters have suffered a lot. So like I hear you, but again, this is why to me it's not even about any of the like agenda stuff or whatever. It's just straight up seems like a stupid idea, but that's just one man's opinion.
You also offended you're saying to censor others.
No, just you, Cameron, because I don't like your face. That's all.
How do you all feel about Scrat from Ice Age? Oh, dude, I saw that. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's also
Guys,
sad that the company got destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, so I don't know what.
Yeah, so Disney bought them out, and then the company released that Scrat gets the acorn finally as their like send off.
Woke.
We're getting dissolved.
Freaking woke. Finally gets the acorn. Come on now.
What? You don't remember that? You remember that? The
Ice Age?
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
Squirrel.
Wasn't that the Raymond dude? Everybody loves Raymond that did that?
No, bro.
Yeah, he's one of the voices, I think. Yeah.
Is he?
I think so.
Oh yeah, isn't he like the I don't know.
Yeah. When Kylo Force reads Rey's mind, she could read his in turn. So what if when Luke Force read Grogu's mind to help him remember, Grogu got to see Luke plowing Ahsoka? Yo, my man. Nice setup. Nice setup, bro.
That's like some fan fiction-y, like he threw in some
right
creativity in that.
Yeah.
I'm currently going through a 6-month police academy. You guys are the only thing keeping me in touch with reality. Thank you. Hey, right on. Good luck on your academy.
Man. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll get through it.
Hey, be a good cop, man.
Yeah.
Be a good cop. There's a lot of shitty ones out there.
True.
Be a good cop.
True.
Set an example. 100% agree. Don't waste time on Reva's story. Only have 6 hours to our guy. However, would be cool if she saved Grogu from the temple before turning. No, I don't want that. No, it can't be a random ass character saving Grogu. It's got to be someone that was in the prequels.
Yeah.
I think that would just have more weight to it.
Agreed. Kyle said, like Theory said, we should wait until we see it before we judge, but it takes away from the characters we came to see. We riot. Let's hope Dave was careful. Love the nuanced discussions. Take my money. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. We hope you guys enjoyed the discussions tonight. They were quite segued.
Honestly, I think if you're a reasonable person, like I always find it interesting to have to hear people's different perspectives about these different things, and it's certainly not something I totally ignore. Like I think about it, I have my own thoughts and beliefs about it. I do think that some people find it to just be an opportunity to throw shit, to troll, to trigger, or whatever.
Be racist.
Yeah, and like that's a shame, but it's also I think par for the course. Like I'm kind of a fan of you have to allow that because it comes with what is required to actually have good dialogue. Do you know what I mean? Like I think it's sort of the fat on the steak or whatever. Like you have to have it. If you were to restrict it completely, then you never get to actually have nuanced conversations. You never get to not necessarily confront, but I guess confront someone's opinions and why they feel the way they feel about things,
Right.
Because we're all just human, man. Again, I don't think there's a lot of horrible people in here. There's just people that have their own beliefs, opinions, or whatever. If Reva brings a good element,
people in here.
There's shitty
people everywhere.
Well, how about this though? There's some shitty people in there. There's also some people probably being shitty because it's fun to do. I personally love stirring up shit, and I love being a troll in chat. Like sometimes, like I'll go into other people's chats or I'll go into things and I'll like say different things or like, look, I have like a really kind of like class clown kind of like shitty way sense of humor and like really crass, that kind of stuff. And I can be be shitty, but I don't think I am shitty. You know.
Yeah, I think it's fine to disagree on things. I just think racism isn't something that should be in a Star Wars chat. I think we should just be able to talk about a character without taking it to the person's race.
Yeah,
but
I didn't see
that's
any
life.
actual particular racism though, if I'm being honest. But maybe the mods cleaned it up.
Oh no, yeah, no, because I get to see all the comments that are hidden.
So you're seeing totally.
I see everything.
Shit. Okay,
I see the comments that are hidden by mods. I see the comments that are, and so it's yeah, that's why I had to address it. Be like, yo, man, like let's just talk about Star Wars, man. Who cares about? I don't know. Anyways. If Reva brings a good element to Kenobi's story arc to propel him to where we know he will be, then that's a good thing. Just like Josh's bald head. Show off that magnificent dome, my guy.
You know
Josh
what I'll
got
say?
a thick head of hair, man.
You know what I'll say though? I made a bet about Multiverse of Madness, and that is that if Wanda is not the main villain of the movie and she doesn't stack up a huge body count, I'll shave my head, and I'll do it live. Because like a lot of people still don't believe Wanda's gonna be the villain of the movie, and I'm like, dude, you guys are crazy. Like she's killing a lot of people in this movie. So if she doesn't, G.I. Jane.
Yeah,
G.I. Jane, my shit. Live.
Be careful, man. Will Smith behind you.
Oh!
Do you think they will add DLC to Lego Star Wars, such as a story mode for Clone Wars? Oh, dude, I wish. Hope so. That's what I was hoping for. I thought we'd get like a Mando story too. I do not remember people complaining about Samuel Jackson being cast as Mace Windu or Nick Fury. No.
Nope. Yo, is that Invader Zim in your profile there? That's pretty cool. Whatever that is.
I just wish they'd bring in some of the older creatives, like.
Well done.
Ignore chat theory. They wildin'. No, man, I love my chat. I like to, I don't want to come up here and just like do nerd theory, get the super chats, and peace out. I want to be able to interact with you guys and talk with you guys. If you're my boys, man, like we can disagree on shit and we can talk about stuff. And I want you guys to hear my views too, just like I hear yours. That's the whole point. I don't want to just come on here and bounce. All right, see you. So. But yeah, when you're talking some bullshit, then yeah, I'm gonna ignore you. If I'm making the NeoPixel Saber as a project in my econ class for senior year, I'd love to share pics with you guys when it's done. Excited for Kenobi. Nice.
Tag me on the Twitters. I'll try to take a peek.
Who would be a better first guest for Nerd Theory, Master Dave Filoni or Lord Kevin Feige?
Dave
Filoni.
Obviously, bruh. Come on now. Because it's a Star Wars show. You know what I mean? If it was something on my channel or something, maybe you could say Feige. So.
Hello there. Yes, Josh, I am real black in the PT area. I'm real back in the PT era. I am a real back in the PT era. My site was the Shiznizzle. Off topic, like to hear both thoughts on Secrets of. I don't know what that means.
I can explain.
Back in the prequel trilogy.
Yeah. So I can explain. This guy, the real Super Shadow, which I highly doubt this is the actual real Super Shadow, but Super Shadow was one of the original, like maybe not troll, but he was one of the first, like kind of crazy, like shit talker dudes in Star Wars would come up with all these crazy ideas of things that were happening. He was like notorious in like, he had a website. He was always on forums and stuff like that. He goes silent at one point. It's like a weird thing. So he's playing off
where
that,
someone last week said George Lucas would come on there or something and like talk.
Yeah. We said something about him a couple weeks back or something like that. But
right.
Yeah, thoughts on Secrets of Dumbledore?
I haven't seen it.
I'm probably not going to see it. I'm just being honest. Yeah.
I'll see it. I just haven't had time.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'll see it when it comes to HBO Max. I mean, that's probably not true. I probably will check it out when it comes to HBO Max, but yeah, just not interested.
I'm honestly not as interested in Fantastic Beasts. It just does not captivate
me. It's
bombing,
dude. It is bombing in the box office.
What do you mean? It's at like 200 million already?
No, it's not. It's at 150 worldwide.
150, right?
Worldwide. Yeah, so it opened at Okay. It opened at 43 domestic, which is lower than any Harry Potter movie ever opened in America.
Yeah.
And I assume it will probably make less than any other Harry Potter movie ever, because it's gonna probably have a pretty drastic drop off this weekend, and then moving forward, it'll be called a bomb, I assume.
That sucks, man. I mean, look, all they got to do is just go back to the freaking main Harry Potter characters.
Yeah. The whole series, it's a perfect example of kind of like a perfect storm, because number one, it's not really Harry Potter. I don't think the Fantastic Beasts movies have resonated the same way. On top of
No.
that, you've got the J.K. Rowling stuff. On top of that, you've got the Amber Heard stuff with Johnny Depp. On top of that, you've got the Ezra Miller stuff. Bro, it is like a perfect storm
Ezra in
of a
there?
shit show movie. Yeah. So it's
Is he really?
oh yeah, he's a major part of those movies. So basically, bro, you have all kinds of
not
people with different
fond
beliefs that are
of
just
his
like,
behavior.
no thanks. Yeah. So yeah, that series is probably done, bro. They've even halted the sequels. They're not even sure that they'll continue the franchise. And frankly, I don't think they should.
Well,
At least Star Wars isn't that bad. You know what I mean? Like, you think about it, it's like, whew,
no, dude,
that's
Star Wars
crazy, dude.
Star Wars isn't bad. They're just, dude, they're gonna be milking Star Wars till we're dead, beyond. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's never gonna stop, right? And I was just having a conversation about this earlier today. Is that like Star Wars doesn't feel like it did when George ran it. Doesn't have the same feeling.
Oh no, of course not.
Like, it just feels like it's a cash cow now, you know?
Not even close, man.
Yeah. But hey, I'm happy, we're getting new Star Wars at least, and there's glimmers of great stuff in there.
Look, Celebration is a bit. Celebration Kenobi, they have a real opportunity to turn it around to get people more excited. I think you and I see this a little bit differently, because I actually do think Star Wars as a brand is in a pretty tough spot. And I don't think they'd ever stop making Star Wars content, but I think it could fall into a bad place as far as a franchise. So I think there's still more decline that could come if they don't get their shit together. However, there's a lot of opportunity for them to turn it around. All they got to do is have a couple wins. They just got to get a couple wins and then get people excited about what's coming, and I think they'll be fine. But yeah,
I don't really think Star Wars is ever fully in trouble, because there are so many things they can do to always just fix it. Hiring new people,
being new people,
more transparent with the fans. Yeah. Like all they need is for the head person. Let's say, like, no, not Kathleen, but let's say somebody else. I don't know. Let's say Dave. Dude, could you imagine if the guy just makes a video on YouTube, like 1 minute long, or on Twitter, being like, "Hey fans, we just want you to know that we love you very much. We have you guys always in mind when we're making new content. We know that we have created some stuff that hasn't been the most unanimously received in the fandom, but we just want you to know that we're aware of it, and we always have you guys in mind to make Star Wars what it always was."
It would go a long way.
Something like that. Dude.
Yeah, it would go a long way. But Disney is not really in the business of apologizing or admitting that they're wrong.
It's not even an apology. That's just being like, yo, we're aware. Like, we have you guys in mind. We care about you.
Yeah. I would love it, bro. I've been calling for that for years. You know what I mean? But I just, that's, I think, actually part of the problem is that, unfortunately, I don't actually see that as a real possibility. Unless you get a real overhaul, like, unless you really get sort of a new regime in there, I just frankly don't think they're not in the business of doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I agree. I understand that Disney is trying to be more inclusive, but they are the worst people to do it. Walt Disney was openly racist, and the thing they did to John Boyega on the Chinese poster for The Force Awakens shows that these corps want money. Fully agree.
Yep. The corpos want the cashos. Yeah. It's a fair point.
Agreement. Yeah.
It's a fair point.
Love the disagreements debate. Keep going, bro, for life. Yo, D-Man Lewis.
D-Man Lewis. Appreciate you, bro.
Maybe is used to work because the creative lean to the left, the money people lean to the right, and now both lean left, leaving no balance. I think there's money people that lean in all sorts of directions.
Yeah, I mean, there's some like semblance of truth in what he's saying, and I don't think it's like a totally just out of left field crazy idea. But I would tell you that there are plenty of people, either on the board or that are high up at Disney that absolutely lean right. In fact, didn't one of them in the last
Do
call
they?
there was oh yeah, absolutely. There was a guy on the last investor call, literal board member that like basically said something about like wokeness being a problem and stuff like that. I don't even they might have even voted on something about it. So
Really?
I think that at the top you would find a pretty eclectic group of folks. I think that there's something to be said for sort of the winds of social media and maybe the perception that this is something they should back. Um, but yeah, I think you'd probably be surprised, man, at the leanings of some of these people.
I would be surprised. I feel like they all lean left.
Well, that's why you'd be surprised.
Very
'Cause
heavily.
I don't think they do.
I would be. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Pokey Chad says finally got platinum trophy on all 3 Mass Effects. That's some real work, brother. Also hope Reva being the main protagonist isn't true. It's called Obi-Wan for a reason. Yeah, she's not the main protagonist, bro. But I like that profile picture you got though.
Let hold off sainting Ryan. One word, porgs.
Fair. Porgs are definitely commercial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're also, I think, awesome. I like porgs.
I don't.
I hope you go bald, says Andrew Gunn. Right on, bro. I wish you well.
It's already happened, dude.
I wish you well,
talking to you? It's probably talking to you.
Probably, yeah.
You can't go bald twice. That's all you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, chat, spam one if there's a bald man in your family.
Statistically speaking, you got to see some ones, bro. I feel like a lot of
I feel like a lot of dads,
especially older. A lot of men go bald older. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, look at those ones. Everyone's bald. It is your destiny.
It might be
a stormtrooper. Which would you rather face, a Wampa or an Ewok? Legends Ewoks are terrifying, by the way. Also, favorite species in Hunt. An Ewok. You kidding me?
Definitely, dude. It's not even close.
Are you kidding, dude?
Yeah.
Ewok, 100%. Hundo.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
No, I'll take that one. I'll read this super chat.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Barth?
Barth says, "Hey, buddy, what's new? Any new Star Wars comics that you're excited about?" Ooh, any surprises?
No, not particularly right now until they announce some newer stuff that I'm interested in. But how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm not really excited about any of those. Ducktown Trooper says, how far back does the history of Star Wars go? Is there a in the beginning story, creation story? Like, where did all the Jedi come from? How did they find their power? Is the beginning of times in the Star Wars world? There is in Legends, and unless they've clarified it in the High Republic, I think that's sort of up for debate in canon. Because there's like the Jedi, which essentially it's a really cool story. There were these spaceships that sort of appear and take all of these force sensitive people of all kinds of different races and people, and it takes them all to Tython, right?
Yeah, so they all it's in these, I think it was 7 massive pyramid shaped spaceships, and they all come to Tython, and then they shoot them to different corners of the planet. And eventually they realize whichever ones are force sensitive can stay, and the ones that aren't got to go to the moons.
Yeah.
And so it's very difficult because it's like, your brother, your mom, your dad, that they all got to go, depending on if they're force sensitive or not. So, and then they essentially they became kind of like the first Jedi in the sense where they were the first force users.
Yep. They were all balanced though. And so there wasn't like this sort of strict adherence to the light side. And they actually felt if you were too light side, you were out of balance. And then they would send you to the moon, the Bogan.
Yeah.
Well, no, they'd send you, if you were too light side, they'd send you to the dark side moon to have you balance back out. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I like those books a lot.
Story. I told you the sequels were a struggle to play through. I unlocked Yaddle, and she's so badass in game, way more than she needs to be, and I love it. Oh, cool.
That's cool. That's fun.
That's rad, dude.
Yeah.
For real though, guys, it's good to see you. Been a rough week. Wife's grandpa just passed from leukemia. I'm sorry, bro. So this was a nice welcome break. Yeah, dude, I can't wait till the day where they freaking cancer is no longer a thing.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we see it in our lifetime. That'd be pretty incredible.
Who knows?
Reva will be Kenobi's new lover.
Lover.
That's interesting.
Magneto.
Magneto's cool.
I went camping this weekend, says Hannah, and I said I like my marshmallows how I like Anakin burnt. Love you guys.
Right on, Hannah.
You ingest those carcinogens, Hannah. You ingest.
Yo. Yeah. Enjoy your shit.
Besides Vader, Heath Ledger's Joker. Oh, true.
Oh, yeah. Great villain.
True. Yeah,
Great villain.
That's a good one.
LOL, first super chat, and I sent you an empty one. I know, bro. I read it for you, though. What is this rumor, man? Walk across the street, Black, and I don't want this. I want Kenobi. Yo, you crazy. You crazy, BTDS. I don't even know. I feel like your whole chat's a troll. And also, Reva's the new queen. So get used to it.
So she like kills Vader's. Everyone's just like slay queen.
Slay.
Top 3 story arcs in the Clone Wars go. Mortis, the Reiko Hardeen.
I like the Saw Gerrera arc
Where
they go to train those people on the planet.
Yeah. I like the Zillo Beast arc.
Purditure.
Cool Umbara. That one's great. Hey, they remember me? Watto's Butte. Damn, Shorty, what's going on? After playing Lego Star Wars, I kind of want Jar Jar back in live action again. I feel like he'd work out in modern Star Wars. Thought? Yeah. I want him back, for sure.
I'm always a fan of bringing Jar Jar back. Shout out to Fernie.
Josh, play Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Nah. I'm good.
Disney, just give me a good Star Wars story. That's all. It's been a while since we've got really good story. I just want to have some fun watching it.
Amen, Parth.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
No easy way out. Dope workout song. Cry a little too.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, you hop in your Lambo and just start driving on the highway. Think about life. Look in your rear view and see memories.
It's about family. May the force be with you. Blink on, bros. Thanks, Donnie. My man.
Donnie.
Blink him if you got him, Donnie.
Donnie.
We can all agree that George made some idiotic decisions. Sometimes I think Theory wears rose-tinted glasses for him. Josh, if Feige made some changes to earlier Marvel films, what would you think of him? First of all, why don't you talk yo shit to Matt here? And then
I think you wear shit-tinted glasses when you're thinking about George. How about that?
That's actually not bad. That's fair. If Feige made some changes earlier Marvel films, what would you think of him? Oh, do you mean like in the sense that if he went back and tinkered, what would he do? Or how would I feel? I don't know. That's tough. I will say that a lot of people don't fully understand that phase 2 started out pretty shitty. And Feige was actually making a lot of the same mistakes that most producers make in Hollywood. Like one of the cool parts in Bob Iger's book is when he talks about how Steve Jobs called him up and said that Iron Man 2 sucked. And then he told Feige straight up to his face, like he's like, yo, Iron Man 2 sucks. And I think one of the things that's really interesting, we have like sort of recency bias with the MCU. There were a couple stinkers there like in a row, and they were able to turn it around. And a lot of Marvel fans like don't acknowledge that or think about that. But there were some stinkers. And then basically he realized I can't just do the same movie over and over again. I need collaborators. I need fresh ideas and vision. So you get like the Russo brothers, essentially. You get Taika, and you have great results in the last sort of 5 years leading up to Endgame. So, yeah.
Moving on. They should send Nate Diaz to beat Vader. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think he is.
Greetings. Always fun to watch you both. Can you talk someday about a well-made documentary on NFB, Star Wars Kid, The Rise of the Digital Shadows?
I never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
What? Does he mean who I think he means? So Star Wars Kid was like this dude, it was this phenomenon when I was a kid. It was dude, he must have been just like maybe a few years older than maybe like 5 years older than me. Okay. And he was the guy that was, I don't know if anybody remembers this. If anyone's old enough here to remember this, but spam one if you remember this. He was the guy that was like spinning around the dual bladed saber, but it was just like a broomstick, and he was like moving around. He like would fall all over the place. Do you remember this? I remember when this came out. It was like before YouTube and everything. I think it was so viral. You remember this Star Wars?
No, I can't say that I do. No,
I think that's who it is.
I love the videos of like the really kind of fat looking dude and him with his shirt off doing lightsaber videos, but I don't feel like that's what you're talking about.
Dude, type in Star Wars Kid. No, it's a kid in like a striped work shirt and khakis.
Oh yeah, okay, I've seen this video. Yeah.
Is that what this is about? There's an article about the guy. Oh shit, there's an article about the guy.
Sued by the people who made him famous.
What? He was sued? What do you mean?
He was sued, I guess. I'm trying to figure it out right here.
That's crazy. I got to read about that.
Maybe he sued families. I don't know. That's weird.
Just want to say I love you both. That's it. I hope you enjoy your week. Josh, I'm trying to catch more morning streams.
Yeah.
What's up, Keaton?
Get on in there, Keaton House. You know we always have a good time in Nerd Vendors Tower. It gets a little crazy in there.
But you sound like Herbert.
God willing.
You get your goddamn ass inside inside a Nerd Theory Tower.
You get your little ass in Nerd Vendors Tower.
You get your goddamn ass inside
You
a Nerd
came
Vendors
just in
Tower.
time.
You know it's gonna get crazy.
Damn, that's not bad, dog. That's not bad.
It's gonna get real crazy.
It does. It does.
Don't know if anyone has asked you guys this yet, but do you think Kenobi will visit Shmi's grave like he did in the book? If so, do you want to see it in the beginning, middle, or end of the show? Probably like middle or end.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I guess beginning, yeah, or maybe the end. I guess makes sense too. I don't know. That's kind of fun though. I actually would like that. I'd be damn. My super chat. Somebody said their super chat got censored. I don't think it did. Just send it with a higher dollar amount, and we'll get to it next time.
What? I don't think super chats get censored, do they?
No,
I've never had that happen.
No. But if they do, all you got to do is like double the amount of money you've sent in, and we'll get it.
Just write it in the chat. We'll get to it.
Double it up, motherfucker.
Yeah, anyways. Theory, recently one of my best friends and bandmates, Tim Ferrick of Dance, Gavin Dance, Wolf, and Bear passed away. I wanted to say your videos would always entertain us on tour. He was a huge fan of you. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. Sorry for your loss, and I wish I could have met. Wish I could meet all of you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's in a better place now, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry for your loss, bro. Hopefully he liked Josh too.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe it was
He like shows up as a Force ghost. He's like, no, I don't give a shit about Josh.
yeah. Josh fucking sucks, dude.
I don't like Josh.
Yeah, for sure. Would you cosplay as Luke while Anna de Armas cosplays as Ahsoka?
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
my man. Oh, we
Yo, where's
found
that
the
guy
way.
who said he was friends with Anna de Armas, dude? Left me hanging.
Yeah, he kind of did, didn't he? What a fucker.
Ryan says, "Why are you gay?" Because I like men. Like
gay G-A-Y or gay G-H-E-Y.
Like, what do you mean, dude?
You know what I mean? Come on now.
Sorry, bro.
What are we talking about here?
Why being homophobic?
Yeah, why are you so homophobic? Who was it that said that?
Is there a lightsaber color you'd add to canon? No, I just like to put sparkles over them. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Sparkles, or maybe like Herbert's, right? Where it's like limp and he's like, and then
and he sees Josh and he's like,
you came just in time.
Oh my.
You get your fat ass inside of here right now.
Oh my God.
I want to see Ahsoka save Jin and Cassian. They can help and wouldn't affect the timeline.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about that, dude. What do you think of the plot is for Fallen Order 2? Probably Herbert showing up and fighting the Jedi and then fighting everybody.
100%. I mean, if that's not it, I mean, is there even a
With
point
his
to
limp
make the
lightsaber.
game?
Reva equals woke Vader, CRT preachy destruction crap.
Deconstruction crap. That's what he says.
Deconstruction. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty big leap there, JP.
She's a woke
But
Vader.
I mean, you know, you do you, man.
Yes, they censored super chats. I had used shit in one and it wouldn't load. I changed shit to crap and it went through. Really? Huh.
Oh, wow, that's wild. I didn't know that. So you can't say like buttholey stuff? Well, somehow you guys always find a way to get them through. So, Den of Shills, acknowledge me. AJ, what up, baby? Hope you're doing well. I saw that Luke Soka shirt, my man.
Good to see you guys. I think they got to bring back Adam Driver for yeah, I'd be down for that.
I'd be down, Ethan. I'd be
down.
down. Yeah. Do
you think we will see some of the characters from the Kenobi novel from 2013? Like Annalene, I just finished listening to it on Audible. Favorite parts were when Kenobi was speaking to Qui-Gon. Dude, I loved those parts when he was just having like inner monologues with him and just like talking about basically just like venting. Was some of the nice parts. The thing I didn't like about the book was that it just dragged on with other characters too much, and I'm like, I just don't really care about these other characters, to be honest. Can we just
so
a little too much, you know?
Yeah.
I understand it can't be all about the main guy, but you know.
Kenobi is just going to be copy and paste of Fallen Order. I don't think so. But we shall see.
Well, I mean, it is in between 3 and 4, so there's
True.
That's kind of the plot line. The plot line.
The plot line. You've lost
I
the plot.
confirmed Theory will go bananas when Reva takes on Vader while Kenobi cheers her on from the sideline.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. If you don't go bananas and that happens, like I got a question. Like, what are you like? What is you doing? Like, what kind of books are you reading? Like, you check the freaking walls for lead. Like, what is happening?
Dude, I would. Yeah, that won't be good.
That won't be good.
We'll see what happens. Reva will outshine Vader like Fennec did with Boba. God, I would. I'm telling you, man, that just better not freaking happen. I will take one of these monitors and smash it on the ground. Like that's not happening, dude. Yeah, I love the member art. May the force be with you, dude. I'm glad you do. There's a lot more coming and bigger and better stuff. Thanks for being a member, man.
Yeah. So everyone thought that Rey was the Michael Berman of Star Wars, but here comes Reva. Star Wars Discovery. The Force is female. So the Force is definitely female, and Reva is queen now. And y'all better just shape up, man. I don't like some of this attitude I am hearing in the chat. Like,
someone thought that Rey was.
God.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with that. I mean, I think
it was facts and get ready for Reva.
It was so stupid when Kathleen wore that shirt. I think it was so non-inclusive. But
yeah, plus that's just not true. Like the Force, if anything, the Force is the line between male and female. Attention. If you will.
Force is just the Force. There's
The
no
Force is just a Force. You sound like John
no-
Boyega's
no-
Finn. That's not how the Force works.
no gender.
That's literally what I said.
Whatever, Josh.
Whatever.
What?
Anonymous Mouse. Wait, what?
I don't know. It
Oh.
moved. Tried to click the other.
Obi-Wan Shinobi says, if Kenobi ends up sucking small ventilation shaft, then it's time to start the One Piece Theory channel. I'll wait for you in the land of Wano. People love One Piece, bro. People go crazy for One Piece.
They went up the ventilation shaft.
Yeah, we'll see, bro.
Oh man. Hey, cousins, watching while I'm on break at work. I'll watch you after work. Nice, man. Have a good shift.
Right on. Right on, bro. Let's just ship them all at this point. Luke and Ahsoka, Boba and Fennec, Mando and Bo, Rey and Kylo, Han and Chewie. What? Anakin and Obi-Wan. Theory and Josh. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Yeah, I know, right? We had it pretty much under wraps.
Prediction: Young Luke says, "Yippee!"
Bro, JP, yo shit is all over the place. I can't get a read on you.
Maybe he's trolling.
Maybe.
Nothing better than watching Nerd Theory on my day.
Was a shout out in his Emperor.
Oh, Clap Theory. Can you give me a shout out in the Emperor voice? Damien Lara.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If Marvel loves their fans, then explain the Miss Marvel show. Also, Luke Circle for life, and they're gonna bring back Yaddle to kill Vader instead of Reva. So this may surprise you, CEO, but Miss Marvel is an insanely popular character. You can look at her book sales in print and in digital, and she was crushing it, man. So the Miss Marvel character is an incredibly popular character. I'm not really down with her, and I certainly think that the show is made for young girls or at least young people. But see, the difference between Star Wars and Marvel is that with the Miss Marvel show, it's one of like 7 projects we'll get in a year, most of which are actually created for fans just like me. So I don't get butthurt about Miss Marvel. I'm not upset about Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel's not ruining my childhood, etc., because Marvel takes care of me most months out of the year. So that's what I got to say about that, CEO. Oh, you didn't know I was coming with straight facts, did you? Oh, you thought you were just going to talk some wild shit and just have Josh be like, oh, good point.
Have been made great because of his sister, Michael Burnham. The writers gave Spock dyslexia that she helped him overcome. Whatever makes Kenobi better.
What? I don't understand. On Discovery.
So apparently Spock was made better because of his sister? Michael Burnham?
He's said to have been made great because of his sister.
Confused. I didn't know that.
Okay,
Spock
so he's
from
saying
Star
that
Trek?
a certain character, a character ancillary can be an opportunity to make another character better. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Can't wait for Reva to sacrifice herself at the end of the show by hyperspacing her ship through Vader's Star Destroyer to protect Obi-Wan and Luke.
Bro, I take it all back. I want that to happen now. Holdo maneuver.
One rumor and people freak out. How many rumors came through in Boba?
Yeah.
A lot of them, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because people have like recency bias and like, you know, people will say like, bro, like there was nothing that was correct in Boba. It's like, no, pretty much 90% of what was talked about was in there. The only thing that wasn't was Han. And honestly, we said from day one, Han was a wild rumor. It wasn't really substantiated, you know? I'll never let go of you, Josh, as the ship sinks. Yeah, right on. There's room on that plank. Move your ass over, Kate Winslet. There
People
is room
who call
on that
anyone
plank.
who criticize Disney racist or sexist are the biggest effing shills. I fully agree with that.
Mhm.
Yeah. How can you like? Maybe you can just not like the character. You know, it's like doesn't make you racist or sexist. Maybe he's a shitty character.
True.
Maybe it's
True.
as simple as that. We got on the upcoming versus battle Onyx or Cypress Hill. I say Onyx. Who?
I don't even know what the verse.
I don't even know
what's
what
the
that
verse
means.
about? What are you talking about? What you talking about, bro? Annoying thing too. To clarify, what I meant about gatekeeping, if the fans don't boycott what they don't like, then they will keep pushing wokeness into our favorite IPs. So I don't know, man. You know, the other side of that that's possible is that there's probably a lot of people that are just not as bothered by that kind of stuff as you are. I mean, maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Thoughts?
I don't know. Elijah, theory or comment about black people dominating everything because we're just better isn't the case due to our history. Our parents have created a hardworking mindset in us, to be honest. Right. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a fair take. I think that it's literally like on a case by case basis, person by person.
Yeah,
little
dude,
nurture, little
it's-
nature, and yeah,
That's like saying all Asians are good at math.
yeah. There's definitely a few that are probably not.
Probably, yeah.
Who knows?
It's like saying all white males are toxic.
Yeah, there's a few that aren't.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
You'd like to think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just Juan. No, we already read this one though. Enjoying the live stream while I play the new Final Fantasy 14 raids. I'm hoping I run into my Five's armor at. Oh, okay, right on, brother. Cool. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14. That's a cool game. A lot of people like that. Never played it myself though.
Never played that one.
Yeah, peeps like it.
Hi, I love your work. One thing that I would like to have seen in episode 9 to have Darth Vader do is guide Kylo instead of having Palpatine. I know the Sith don't have Force Ghosts, but still.
Yeah, or have him be more involved and then reveal it that it wasn't really Vader, because like it still doesn't even really hit at the end there, because like you're like, wait, whoa, all the way back to him in the Force Awakens when he wasn't getting an answer anyway. You know, but yeah,
perhaps. I hope you go bald, theory. Everyone in the chat too. I hope you all go bald.
Damn, Andrew.
Damn,
turning it up.
He's going deep, bro.
He's going for it, man. He just has something against hair, man.
he's like it's a villain who just wants to see the world bald.
Yeah.
One day I will triumph over the follicles of hair on every man, woman.
What if
child.
he sells beanies? And he's trying to create a better market for his beanies.
Yeah, I guess.
He wants everybody to go bald so they'll buy his beanies.
I guess so. Also, there was watching an old video where Maul trained Anakin and had a question, what was in the box? Oh, dude. It was the head.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Who'd you vote for? Trump versus Palpatine? How about Jar Jar?
Yeah, I'd probably write in Jar Jar.
Maybe Dexter.
Yeah.
2:45 a.m. in Ireland. Flew all weekend and binged as much NT as I could find. First live one. I don't trust Disney with Obi because they couldn't handle Boba.
True.
Yo, I hope your flu is better, man. Just chill home, eat some food, maybe have some soup.
Yeah, hope you get better, brother.
Oil of oregano, research that. Did you guys see the interview with Rupert Friend about Easter eggs and cameos? Sorry if that was already talked about. I'm a little late today. I did not.
I did. I don't believe it, but it's also kind of depends on what you consider a cameo. So does he consider Leia and Luke cameos? Does he consider Jimmy Schmidt's Bail Organa as a cameo? Does he consider
Cal Kestis?
Yeah, right. So he said that there's so many cameos, people are going to be so excited. I don't actually believe that, but it just kind of depends on what you consider a cameo. So.
Papa J. Okay, you go for it.
Papa J already talked to you. Why again half the community blaming Disney? Reality, Disney just banks. MSKK is the damn CEO. She's the boss. Theory. No way you think Bob is in charge of show. KK is to blame. Wait, let's try to. What is he saying here? Why again half the community blaming Disney? Reality, Disney is just the bank. Okay, yeah, so they provide funding. KK is the CEO. She's the boss.
No, you
Theory-
think Bob Chapek in charge of show KK is to blame? Yeah. Didn't we already establish that?
Yeah, I guess I'm not. I don't recall what this is in reference to, Arthur.
Me neither.
So, but yeah, it's. I mean, Kathy's running the show over there. She's doing the things. I'm sure that she has meetings with Bob. I'm sure that she has to come up with solutions and things of that nature. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, she is the one running all the calling
She's
all
the
the
one
shots.
guiding everything and
She's calling the shots.
destroying Luke.
She's calling the shots.
Yeah. Who the hell's
Which is
Papa
why I
J?
think. What's up? I mean,
Papa
that's what
J?
he calls. That's what he calls me. So
You're Papa J?
Mhm.
Okay.
I assume that's what he means.
Hey, Theory, you should check out Concordia Jedi on YouTube. He did a beautiful fanfiction on what if Darth Vader survived the Return of the Jedi. Oh, nice. I've already done that fanfiction a while ago. Maybe his take's different.
Yeah.
I want to see Kenobi learn to force ghost while having a body. Kind of like Madara Uchiha.
That would be crazy. People did that in canon, or is that like a Legends thing? I've never seen that.
No,
I mean, I guess Luke technically kind of does it.
Like in The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he dies for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Theory, I love your videos. One question remains for me. When are those Order 66 beanies dropping?
Yeah, when those beanies drop.
We'll do them in the fall. It's too hot right now.
After everybody gets bald.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would
Ryan.
love at least one scene of Obi-Wan enjoying himself on Tatooine. Maybe having a couple of death sticks with Watu or Sebulba. Hell no,
Imagine,
bro.
dude. Imagine.
Hell no, bro. He ain't having a good
Imagine.
time. He's having a bad time. That's the point.
Would you be signatures at Celebration? I won't be at Celebration, sadly.
Yeah, neither will I be.
Yeah. That'd be cool, though. That'd be nice. I'd love to have a booth there.
Dude, I would sign
You
your
and me,
forehead,
just chill.
bro.
I'd sign your tit.
Yeah. You just gotta be careful when I'm in autograph mode, bro.
Jada
Jada
Pinkett.
Pinkett versus Ventress. Probably Jada, bro. But Jada would just have Will show up and fight her.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's true. Hope everyone had a great Easter. Hashtag he is risen. Also, hopefully they resurrect Space Jesus, Obi-Wan, like real Jesus did. God bless and love you both. Yeah, dude, that's cool. Bro, I think I'm gonna start getting my mom. Those like Obi-Wan pictures that kind of make him look like Jesus. I think I'm gonna start like trying to get her one every Easter and see how long it takes her to realize that it's Obi-Wan. Yeah. Would that be bad?
No, film it.
I think it'd be
Seems like they're running out of ideas to flesh out a TV show. Obi went from a hermit in a desert to possibly fighting Vader 2 more times between episode 3 and 4. Lack of creativity and pro woke culture to blame, says Anthony.
Yeah.
No comment.
I mean, look, I'll meet you halfway. I say lack of creativity, definitely part of it.
Sure.
But pro woke culture, I mean, it's definitely a thing. I just don't know that it's to blame. You know what I mean? So take it for what you will.
We'll see what happens, man. See what happens. Sure.
Yo, long time fan. Random question. Has anyone pointed out that Qui-Gon lifts Yoda and everything around him in the Clone Wars voices? I'm not a fan of it, but really new things. Really a new what? But not really a new thing from the sequels, unfortunately. What's he talking about?
So in the Clone Wars, Yoda is meditating and then he's like just starts floating and like the table starts floating and everything from Qui-Gon.
So how's that in the sequels? I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe Rey floating in Rise.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
But you could also say that maybe like Yoda was so entranced, so deep in the Force that he was able to commune with Qui-Gon and hear him at that moment, and then like that, I don't know, maybe he levitated all that.
Yeah,
really
I guess
me.
I just don't get I don't fully understand what he's saying, but it's all good. Wookiee drinking a beer is kind of cool. Yo, Josh, about Wanda. Is the Wanda from our universe actually going to kill people or other Wandas? Our universe, bro. Yeah, I love you both. Yeah, no, it's our Wanda, bro.
I just be feeling like Star Wars theory. Yo, Max Key, what's up, man? And my boy made a track about me.
Oh, that's cool.
On his album.
It's funny because I actually thought that sounded like a kind of rap song kind of idea.
Looks like I'm taking an L now can lead to a W later. We hope so.
Yeah, that's possible. That is possible.
My William Princess.
Just
joining in. Go for it.
Could you give us the quick elevator pitch of your thoughts on Reva being main character in Kenobi? Yeah,
I don't think it's true.
Elevator pitch. I
don't think
I hate it. Elevator pitches. I hate it. Get me out of the next floor.
I hate it, but I don't think it's true.
Yeah.
Yo, did I ever tell you guys how much I love you? I really appreciate you guys.
I like you guys too, I guess. I'm not trying to get all sentimental, but some of y'all are okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, I just stretched. I'm like, this is so cool, man. I get to like talk to you guys.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. Hey guys, love you both. I know it's old, but you both should watch the 1 minute clip Will Smith.
Yo, we've seen it. It's hilarious, bro. I've not seen the edition where he slaps a youngling after that, though. That's kind of fun. Yeah.
Just ran 4 miles and had a couple of beers. Now
Damn.
that's the best thing on YouTube. You guys rock.
Nice, dude.
Cat's cute, dude.
Yeah.
I doubt that the show is going to focus on her, but seeing how woke Disney is, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I guess we'll see, man. You know, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know if that makes it woke or what their intentions are. I can't say because I don't know. But yeah, let's just hope it's not like a forced character.
Yeah. Wondering what your thoughts are on Plo Koon, my favorite Jedi. I feel like he's underrated, top 5 in the order during the Clone Wars, in my opinion. Would love to see more of him. Maybe an animated series in the Stark Hyperspace War. Yeah, what do you think about that? You a Plo Koon guy?
Yeah, I like Plo Koon. He's cool. He's got a real calm energy about him.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't have that same attachment to him. But then again, I like Kit Fisto. I like Kit Fisto. No, not really. Tried it a couple times. It wasn't my thing. But Kit Fisto's dope. And I just think his design is so much more cool. Yo, did they even make a lot of Plo Koon toys back in the day? I feel like he wasn't even in the merchandise.
It wasn't that crazy. It wasn't that like huge, but I mean, yeah, he was around. Would you ever like to see a movie or TV show based on the Rakata? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the Rakata is dope. I actually would love for that. I wish that would be the way they go in the future of Star Wars, dude. The Rakatan Return or something like that. Would be nice. It would be crazy. Another day, another Josh's super thick appreciation super chat. Keep up the thickness, my dude.
Appreciate you, man. If quizzes are quizzical, what are tests?
Testicles.
Testicle.
Ball sacks.
Nuts. It's called Kenobi, not Obi-Wan. Hope she doesn't take his name by the end of it. Race.
The series is technically called the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, JP. And if Reva wants to take over the show, she'll do it. So shut your mouth and get ready for it.
Do you think Gina will ever be back? No.
No, but never say never.
I think she's insulted.
You don't think? You don't say.
Yeah, I think she's very insulted. I mean, they gotta be like, yo, yeah, they gotta do something to bring her back. It's not gonna be as easy as Monica back. Happy late Easter, by the way. Our Lord is risen. Thanks, Ducktown.
Thank you, Ducktown.
Theory and Josh, what thing you want most in Kenobi? Vader?
Yeah, I want those fights to be dope. I want those fights to be dope.
Vader backstory a little bit. Flashbacks. Anakin. Yeah. Maybe I don't have rose tinted glasses for George, but maybe I have it for Anakin.
Do you think George has ever done anything wrong in his life?
Sure, yeah. He's human.
I thought we had him there, folks. I thought you were legit going to be like, nope.
No, he's perfect now. No, man.
Yeah. 40th B-Day today. My son and I love both your channels. It's something we can both watch and talk about. Star Wars was something I shared with my dad, and now I can share it with my son. Keep up the good work, guys.
That's
Hey,
beautiful.
thanks, Mr. G. That's awesome, bro.
Thanks, Mr. G.
I'm
Very
hoping
happy
my
birthday.
son likes Star Wars as well. I was at a family thing yesterday, and somebody said, "Oh, do you want to do all this stuff with your son?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course." They were like, "It'll be the opposite. He'll hate it." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of true like that. With usually, from what I see, is like whatever the parents are really into, like the kids aren't really into it. He's probably gonna hate Kevin Feige.
Well, we'll just sell him then, you know.
Then I will be his new father.
Problem solved.
Rank the 3 deaths in terms of sadness: Qui-Gon, Kane, and Ben.
What Ben?
I'd say
Oh, you talking about?
Qui-Gon.
I think Kane and
Kanan
Qui-Gon. Ben. Ben's death was shitty, bro. I mean, that's the thing.
It
Like,
was lame.
I like the
shouldn't even
character.
be on the list.
It was shitty, bro. Yeah. His death was so stupid. I hope
they make one more.
FB. Love. Oh, Fantastic Beasts loves Jude Law as Dumbledore. Want to see him with the Elder Wand in the epic duel we read about in the Deathly Hallows. That's cool, man. And I know there are still fans that are like riding it out. They don't care about all the noise and all that, and they're into it. And it's a shame, man. It is. But yeah, I'm not there for it anymore.
Hey guys, I love the stream. Do you think when Padme says with thunderous applause around
Nice. Good try. Good try.
I knew where that was going. So I'm getting better at these.
A for effort.
I called it at the beginning with Reva. Disney can't do anything right. They're going to miss a layup with Kenobi.
Dude, I mean, look, I can't say that they don't do anything right, but if they do mess up Kenobi, it will literally be like missing a layup. So yeah, I can agree with you on that. We'll see. See how it goes. Hi, Theory and Josh. I make 1 to 12 scale Star Wars series. Star Wars world building starships out of respect for your channel policy and to avoid self-promoting. I'm using a different name on IG. I'm no YouTuber, but how can I share with you guys?
Wow, that's really respectful, man. You know what? Just tag us and I'll post it on my story.
Yeah, tagging on
tag on Instagram
for me.
I mean, Instagram for me.
Yeah, I could check Insta, but
yeah,
I'm on Twitter more.
Yeah, no, usually my stories get around 50 to 60,000, 40 to 60,000 views in a day. And that's in a slow time, and it's much higher when there's like a show out. So hopefully that brings you some clients or eyes or followers or some.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Jesse, what's up? They need to have a scene where Ahsoka finds Obi-Wan instead of helping her. She pulls a Padme when she sees 10-year-old Anakin. Wait, what? Oh no.
Oh no. The Diaz brothers would solo Vader. Oh my god, bro. You wild, man.
Rumor is Lars Mikkelsen will be announced as live action Thrawn at Celebration.
I believe it.
Cool. That'd be cool. He
Yeah,
walks on stage.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That dude's awesome.
Love you guys. On the first Hoth level on Lego Star Wars, they added Dash Rendar's ship in the snow. Used to love playing Shadows of the Empire as a kid on N64. Did they?
That's cool, man.
Didn't see it.
I love that ship too. I used to play that Fantasy Flight game X-Wing and the Outrider Dash's ship. Great ship in that game.
Zeus in the new Thor trailer looks kind of cheesy. I really hope it isn't corny. Thunderbolt looked meh. Thoughts, Josh? We love you too, man.
No, that's fair. I mean, I think they're definitely going for something different with Russell Crowe as Thor. So you don't even see his face in the trailer, so it's really hard for me to judge it. But yeah, I think he might be a different take on Zeus. I will say this: the lightning bolt. Some people have a theory that lightning bolt is going to be forged into Thor's new armor, and that essentially part of in order to fight Gore, he's going to be gifted with some of the artifacts or powers from some of the other gods around the pantheons. And I'd be down for that. But dude, I love Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe is Zeus. Come on, man.
Oh, is that who he is?
Yeah.
Do you guys think Book of Boba's release would have been better when you have the ability to binge versus waiting a week? Just binge for the first time since release, way smoother. Probably for Boba, because you're not waiting a week and then kind of mulling over in your head this last episode didn't really go anywhere. Yeah. So if you could just start on to the next one, it'd probably be much smoother. I agree.
Maybe. Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Possibly. I don't get how Anakin was born. I get the Middos were manifested in him or whatever, but no father. Did Palps give Shmi the Mildo on the down low? What do you think about that? Do you think it was really a virgin birth?
No, it was definitely a virgin birth, because what Plagueis was doing was he was trying to manipulate the Force to create the perfect dark side entity.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Force answered back by creating Anakin.
Right.
So, yeah. Star Wars fans treating Reva like Rose. Calm down, y'all. If Reva fights Vader, make Call of Theory. Yeah, I hope she doesn't fight Vader.
Yeah.
Like, hurts him. He's like, how did you beat me?
Mm-hmm.
Much love to you guys from NorCal. Just rewatch Bloodsport. Y'all should do it for movie bros. Realize it's basically an adult Cobra Kai movie. Also, what music genre or artists do you like? Oh, dude, I'm everywhere.
Yeah, I like hip hop a lot, but my favorite band of all time is The Doors, actually. So I like
my favorite band of all time is Linkin Park.
Nice. Yeah, I like Linkin Park. Yeah, I like Gorillaz. I like The Doors. Yeah, but I'm really like a hip hop guy. I like J. Cole, old Kendrick.
Mm.
I like Logic, Joyner Lucas.
I like a lot of 80s stuff. Billy Idol, Led Zeppelin, Metallica. Jesus.
Yeah.
Want to play Halo MCC Customs with me? Please. Love you. Probably not, Philip.
I just uninstalled the MCC, honestly, because I needed more room for Fortnite.
Josh just becomes like number one Fortnite player in the world. Doesn't have time anymore to come on the show.
I was actually feeling myself like in the first couple of games. I was like, bro, I haven't played this game forever. I'm getting like 7-8 kills. Like, let's go. And then like it sort of skilled me up or whatever. And I started playing with
12-year-old came around.
Bro.
Destroys you.
I got my cheeks clapped, son. I was like, damn. And then like
water trash.
Bro, the suits and the crazy stuff they have, like the cosmetics and stuff. Oh my god.
You're trash. You're dog water.
You're trash, man. I'm a fucking 12. I'm shitting on you right now. It's like,
You're nothing. I gotta go for dinner.
Hey, Theory, been a fan for a while. I'm a huge Clone Trooper cosplay. Want to do a CLR for Old Republic Havoc Trooper? Would that be Rebel Legion, or could I do it in 501st? Oh, dude, I don't know this. I have no idea, man. I wish I could answer that, but I don't know the cosplay rules. Try to message my buddy Dupree. He would know. He's a Knight Rider on Instagram. Knight Rider 4 or 2 something. I don't know. Knight_Rider. Dupree Jones.
Yeah.
Set up a poll to see who in the chat wants to make Gary the Storm.
Still on it, man.
Hey, Brady, what's going on?
Hey, look, some of you guys are at least consistent with your energy. Like, you guys are just coming with that same energy all the time. And you got to admire the consistency.
APAR, yeah, totally, man. Sure.
APAR, of course, bruh. Since the 3 times Andrew posted those super chats, my hairline has started rescinding. Andrew is one with the Force. Damn! You can see things before they happen.
We went full vegan after Mustafar barbecue. Oh yeah, he's probably like, I can never barbecue anything again.
Maybe, yeah. It'd be kind of funny.
Stronghorn with $50. Thank you, man. We appreciate
bro.
that. With all the Star Wars knowledge that you both have, what would you rank yourself? For example, are you still a Padawan learner or Jedi Master, etc.? I would say I am probably like just a Jedi Knight, I guess. You know,
yeah.
There's Jedi Master, there's Jedi Grandmaster, there's Force Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a Jedi Knight. I don't know. I don't really know everything, but the stuff I do know, I feel like I know really well. Which is, stuff encompassing the movies, and I don't know. That's a really hard question. It's like, yeah.
I feel like once upon a time I was pretty on point with it. I've drifted a little bit, and also I don't know anything about High Republic. You know what I mean? And so my knowledge is lacking. So I don't know. Maybe like at one time I was a Jedi Master, and now I am the Ronin.
One thing I would have liked out of episode 9 was when Kylo turned around. It was Anakin, not Han.
Yes.
And Anakin's Force Ghost talk. Yes.
Yes, that would have been money. Would have made more sense too.
Yeah.
What is your guys' favorite movie outside of Star Wars or franchise? Also, it would be hilarious if they made Nick Nolte the voice of Grogu. Yeah. So obviously I love the MCU and the Marvel movies, but outside of that franchise,
I really like Back to the Future.
I love the Harry Potter movies, but the actual Harry Potter movies, like not the
Fantastic Beasts.
yeah.
Same.
So I love those movies. Trying to think if there's anything else. The Matrix, yeah. Lord of the Rings, 100%. That show was fire.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, great series. Yeah, I'd probably say those.
Yeah.
Good franchises. Can you explain to me how canon are the comics exactly? Also, any chance we come to New York Comic Con this year? There's actually a chance, Xavier. I'm not 100%, but there's a chance I'll be at New York Comic Con. It just kind of depends on what's going on with the baby at that time. You know, is he like already doing chores and like, you know, doing yard work or what? You know, is he like a lazy little fucking baby? So we'll see. Yeah. What about you? You thinking about coming down?
When is it?
Probably be like October, I think. I want to say.
That'd be nice.
Be nice, huh?
See what I got going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be nice. Pretty cool. How canon are the comics? Well, that's the thing. I mean, they're canon. You know, they're 100% canon now. But my issue with them is that a lot of them, they're just like, you can tell, like, they're just, you know, a lot of them are great. But a lot of them are just, they're just writing a story to fill in a gap to sell some issues. And I just feel like it just, I don't know, it doesn't really sell in my opinion. Doesn't work. Like the stuff between episode 5 and 6, I'm like, where are you guys going with this crap, man? Like Luke goes back for the lightsaber and is searching for it with the Ugnaughts, and then he like looks at it and has a change of heart, and he's like, you know what, this is my father's when he was like a Sith. It's like, no, dude, he did a lot of good with that lightsaber too, man. Like, stop being like, what is this crap you guys are writing? Get out of here.
Yeah,
Changing
it's
up the
true.
story.
Yeah, it's just like the medium of comic books is such an interesting medium because you need to have something going on, really. But they kept like injecting stuff that would be cool for the book and that doesn't shake the boat or rock the boat too much. But yeah, like a lot of that stuff is just kind of like miss me with it ultimately. You know what I mean? Like him fighting Boba with a yellow lightsaber, him fighting
dude,
Vader and all this stuff. It's like,
dude, him fighting Vader before episode 5 was this God, I hate that.
it's crazy. Like I'm not that big of a fan. I understand you got to do fun stuff to sell books and everything like that, but
I don't
so like back in the day with like Dark Horse and stuff, like they would literally they would have a whole series of characters and create all these different awesome fun things. Like they weren't trying to like stick between the movies and you know what I mean? Like they would do crazy stuff. So like the Legacy books or the Old Republic books and all that stuff. So yeah.
Right.
Arthur says, yes, us nerd vendors call Josh Papa or Daddy, LOL. What I meant is, why does half of chat always blaming Disney for everything? Blinker crew for life. So I would say, Arthur, that this is just because Disney has a huge PR problem, and a lot of people just think they're an absolute shit company. So it is what it is, man, you know? And to be fair, like Disney's definitely not doing a good job right now. You know what I mean? Like they have not done. Disney's got a lot of problems. You know what I mean? So imagine what Disney's stock price would be without Marvel right now. It's crazy, dude. It's been on a serious decline.
Well, it's their fault, man.
Yeah.
Boma, what's up, bro? Caught you again. Hope all is well. Star Wars, like I always will say, will be getting better. Up. Don't worry. Also, prayers for Cristiano Ronaldo and his wife. Their newborn just died. Pretty sad. Cheers.
Wow,
I did not know that. That's sad, man.
Yeah, that's super sad. And yeah, we have hope that Star Wars will get better. I mean, we're literally on the cusp of maybe a huge turnaround for Star Wars. You know what I mean? So I don't want to paint this picture that we're all like doom and gloom over here. I think we're actually pretty optimistic about the future.
I think we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we are able to just call out stuff that we think is bullshit, and I think we're able to call out stuff that other people call in bullshit and have a dialogue about it.
Yeah.
That's the point of this show.
True.
Boma, hope you're well, man.
True.
As long as we can see Obi-Wan give it, Jesus.
And the show will be perfect.
Happy Monday, gentlemen. Yo, Josh, just pulled up to Nerdvengers Tower. Got any rooms available? My lady and I are trying to get some privacy. This is Victor.
Yeah. Get into the lobby. Just tell Susan. Just be like, yo, Josh sent me in here. You know, quick room or whatever. We'll get you sorted out. But yeah, just, you know, respect state laws. That's all I ask.
When the first time a Star Wars character gets pushed aside in his own show, aka Boba.
Trope.
Let's see if it's real first, though, guys.
Trope.
You know, sometimes a lot of people get bent out of shape because they see titles and they're like, "Oh my god, they're spilling news!" It's like, no, we are talking about the news that is out that you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I would sort of just be like, "Yo, what are you? Are you not entertained? Like, is that not why you are here? Like, come on now."
Are you not entertained?
Plus, most of y'all, let me say some real talk. Most of y'all that like get all upset about like that, like, and get all triggered and get all fired up, you like that. You like getting fired up. Every little thing you're looking for something to get fired up about. You're looking to let everybody know what you think, how you think. So look, you're doing what you love. We're doing what we're love. It's all good, man. Just relax.
Yeah. Thin skins.
Yeah.
Like paper.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they will handle the fight with Vader? And how do you think? I don't know, dude. I think it'll be all right, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, that's really all I could say. Feeling.
It's a crazy elf-looking thing he has in his profile there too.
You're gonna tell him his art sucks?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that no more.
Yo, Theory, super hyped you're playing guitar. One tip I have is to use as much pressure with your fingers as Luke does to Ahsoka. Thank you. It's actually good advice because sometimes when I like push more on the strings, it actually sounds better.
Roger that.
How do I get in touch with you to buy stuff at Star Wars Celebration? Also, Josh, that was totally Snowzillo Beast in Thor.
That panel's ripped right out of the comics. It's right out of Jason Aaron's run, where Thor just kind of stumbles upon this crazy Titan god that's been killed by Gore.
Can I address something? So Cameron says Star Wars Theory has the most racist, sexist, and toxic fan base out of all the Star Wars YouTubers. Cameron, the door's over there, bro.
Yeah.
See yourself out.
Don't
come in here with that shit talking about my community like that. You don't know shit about my community.
Yeah.
Jake, shoot me a DM, man, on Instagram, and I'll try to find it. No promises that I will. But actually, if you tag me on Instagram, it's like an easier way for me to see things. Plo actually had concept art for a lightsaber gauntlet.
What?
Yeah, he did. Had like two. It was like Wolverine.
Like a Wolverine kind of thing? Oh,
yeah.
That's kind of dope, dude. Maybe I would have liked him if they did that.
How do you guys feel about the rumors of Danny DeVito playing live action Rhoda? Danny DeVito playing anything would be great.
Yeah, I'm actually really pulling for him to be the MCU Wolverine. So maybe if he can be Wolverine and that character, then I'm down.
Yeah. Sup Theory and Josh just had a lit birthday tonight. What are you guys' favorite Anakin quote? I have a few, but a funny one is when he's sitting with Padme on Naboo, and they're like, by the waterfalls and all that, and she's talking about what was his name, Pablo or something, and he's just getting really jealous and annoyed. He's like, all right, I get the picture. I like that.
Yeah, I I like now hold on. This whole operation was your idea. That's probably one of my faves.
That's
but,
a good one too. Yeah.
I don't think the system works.
Yeah,
It's
that's
also a
pretty
good one.
too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There's,
Yeah.
there's a couple good ones, man. You know?
Yeah. Thank you, Stunt Wizard.
Stunt. Welcome.
Flav.
Stunting. Do you think we'll ever get a run-in with Bad Batch and Boba in the Mando groups, Night Owls or The Watch? It's possible. Mando season 3 seems like that could be a place where some of that goes down. So I'd be down.
Yo, Josh, sick to hear you like hip hop. You hear about Kendrick's new album?
No, but I'll say this, T. I'm so glad he's making more music because, like, literally, man, like the dude just doesn't put out enough work. And like I know he's goated and shit, but like it's hard, man. Like look, like Cole, like so many people have just made so much more work than him. And so I was like, man, is he even that good? And I went back and like listened to some old Kendrick, and I'm like, nah, he is that good. It's wild.
Damn. I gotta dog my boy like that.
He lost his hairline and his force powers. He'll be all right.
I've warmed up to the sequels a bit as time has passed. I still despise at some of the choices they made. Hopefully, if they do 10 to 12, Dave is in charge. Ray becomes a more relatable character.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down, man.
Turning 21 on Friday. Much love to you guys. Hey, happy birthday, man. Hope you have a great one. Any canonical reason why we haven't seen an orange saber in the hands of a key character in the films yet?
No canonical reason. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Cal Kestis, but that's in the movie. Got that. He got that DLC lightsaber. Ray should have been a Kenobi. Thoughts on this? Yeah.
I agree. A Kenobi or an actual
That would've made
Skywalker
sense.
would have been much better. Yeah.
That would have made sense.
Mm-hmm. If I were to say pre-Clone Wars that the series was going to prominently feature a young girl Padawan that takes time away from Kenobi, people would have lost their shit. Let's see what happens story-wise. If I were to say pre-Clone Wars that a series was going to prominently feature a young girl, that's fair. That is a fair point. That's why we've been saying this whole time. Let's just wait and see. Let's be open about it, you know. And also, Queen Reva is here to stay, and we
slay Queen
Reva, and it's all about Queen Reva now. And if you don't like Reva, get the fuck out of here.
And you are a racist, sexist, misogynist.
Go hang out with Cameron.
Drive with Dre with 70 bones Canadian. Thank you, man. It says Theory, congrats on the Aventador. Just got a 600 LT for myself. Beauty, man. I hope you enjoy it. What color did you get? Josh, would you say that the entire world as we see it is a total illusion?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maya, as the Hindus call it. Absolutely.
Scenes from Vader comics as flashback scenes in Kenobi. That could be interesting, but I'd rather see flashback scenes of Anakin.
Could be cool. I'm Dion.
Thanks,
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Origins show of Palps and Plagueis or Qui-Gon and Kenobi. Ooh, dude. Origins of Palps and Plagueis.
That'd be cool.
Love the good energy you guys give off, and your content enhances my experience when watching.
Thanks, Gage.
I was just going to say excellent and great, and I went, Yeah,
that's an interesting.
I was like,
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I love the idea of the Force Realm idea being expanded. What would you think if Revan and Bane tied into it, referencing the deleted scene from the Mortis arc? First time, super long time listener. Much love. I love when you guys say first time, super long time listener.
Yeah,
so
that's
cool.
Fun. It's pretty
first time, super long time listener. I feel like it should be in a rap song.
Yeah. Dude, I'd love more, honestly, of the Force Realm. I like Mortis a lot. So I'd be down, man. I say go weird with it. I'm down. Go weird with it.
Yeah, let's get weird.
Yes.
Well, that's what they're doing in that with that book with Anakin coming back as a Force ghost. So
exactly.
I would like, if it's written well, I'd really like for it to dive into becoming a Force ghost. And
hell yeah.
God, I happen to say what's up and how are y'all? We chilling.
Yeah, we're chilling.
How are you doing, man?
Feeling on Monday.
Hey, Theory, my
Hey,
brother
Theory.
said this today, and I wanted to tell you, what if Palpatine put chips in the Jedi younglings he captured and executed Order 66 with them as well? That would have been wild. But what if he just used the
Whoa.
Zil Beast's armor to make armor for the clones? I mean, that would have been crazy.
A soldier's life is not worth such sacrifice.
We are expendable.
Yes. Elijah Becker says Obi-Wan was the main side character in the Kenobi novel. His story was second to what went on in the claim. Wouldn't be mad if the show was similar. Well, good for you, Elijah. I would freak out.
Freak out.
No, I'm gonna have queued up. It would be like a funeral scene with like a casket that says like Star Wars 2020 or 1967 to 2022, and I'll have like really somber, sad music. And I'll just have that ready just in case the Reva stuff goes a really, really bad way. And then we'll have a nice little eulogy for Star Wars. We'll share some of our favorite memories of Star Wars, and we'll wrap it the fuck up, and we'll move on. So there you go, Elijah.
I don't know about that. Had a doctor appointment today. Everything good. Great. Turns out my doctor's a Star Wars fan who knew an Ewok shirt would spark up a 10 to 15 minute convo about Star Wars. My 10-year-old niece is a fan of new stuff. It's all good. Nice. Well, I'm happy you're healthy. It's always the best news.
Hell yeah, man. That's
Clean
dope.
bill of health.
Yes. Without that, you have nothing. Was that
No, you
Natalie
really don't.
Portman as Almighty Thor? It was, and she looks good, bro. She looked good.
I like a jacked woman.
Yeah.
I like a woman of muscle. Works out.
Yeah, I know. Remember that? What was the lady you had me look at last week?
Oof. Yeah.
Forget her name. Yeah.
Gabriella.
Gabriella could crack a walnut with those thighs, I tell you.
Made some tacos and drinking with the homies. Much love. How's Theory digging Natalie's Mighty Thor?
Yo, she
Did I
looked
just read
good,
that?
bro. She looked good. No, it's a different
another
one,
one,
but
okay.
they're commenting on it as well. Yeah, she looks good. You know what's funny too? Like, not to like throw more shade at the Batman, but imagine how hard Natalie Portman had to work as a female at her age to look like that. And you're telling me Pattinson can't get the freaking gustos up to actually like fill out that suit and work out, man?
Man. Out
You
of
should
the
be
armor.
ashamed of
She
him.
deserves better, bro.
100%.
She deserves better. She deserves me.
There you go. There you go.
Ice baby. Dun, 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 dun.
Much love to both y'all. I think I missed y'all reading my super chat earlier, but here's another one. Love both y'all. Do you think Starkiller in The Force Unleashed 1 or 2 is more powerful? And if so, could he defeat Anakin?
No. He could defeat Anakin in Revenge of the Sith, but I don't think he could defeat Anakin if Anakin were to go on and actually train, like, be full power. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. So Starkiller was said to be as powerful as Luke if Luke trained with Vader as a kid.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a nice benchmark. Nice.
Probably Force Unleashed 2. He's stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's strong.
I find it interesting how well Disney has handled the MCU, but at the same time, Star Wars has been pretty hit or miss for years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course.
It's true. Yes, it's true.
Hey guys, what if the Kenobi show little Luke meets Ahsoka and asks her if she's an angel? I will laugh.
I will shed a tear
and
of
it'll
joy.
take me right out of the story.
Yep.
Hey Josh, who do you think is the third Moon Knight personality? Poe Dameron?
That would be hilarious. But yeah, I think the big rumor is that it'll be Jake Lockley, but it's going to be a different version of Jake Lockley than from the comics. So,
What about the Wookiee attack on the droids?
we must send a task force there immediately. By the way, my Ahsoka comparison wasn't directed at you guys, but to fans jumping to conclusions. No, dude, it's a fair point. You know what I mean? It's a fair point. Also, reason why Star Wars doesn't feel like it did with George Lucas is because obviously he created and less product made it better and more exciting. Yeah, that's fair. It's all good, brother. Ain't no thing.
Thoughts on a show about Captain Phasma? They did Boba and Mando, which I don't know if anyone even asked for as far as I know. But I feel that Phasma was so underutilized, repped for being so cool. Thoughts? Yeah, I think that she was really underutilized, and I think they just kind of used her for trailers, and
Yeah.
then they just didn't really give her anything.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, bro. Kinda
Yeah.
sucks. Dude, you know what? I also, and I'm not trying to bag on John Boyega, but I remembered recently that. Do you remember when he like tweeted at a fan or something, and the fan was like, "Bro, I just feel so whack after Last Jedi and everything they did to your character or whatever." And he's like, "We got you on this one, bro. Trust." Talking about Rise of Skywalker. Do you remember
I
that?
think I do remember something like this. Yes.
Yeah, man. I was like, bro, what the?
Why would you say this?
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, ticket sales, man. Maybe that's what it is. He is an actor
Yeah.
at the end of the day. He's not.
True.
He's a Star Wars fan, but he's an actor. Like
True.
His livelihood is about how many people go see the movie.
True. Yeah, that's fair.
That's really all it is. I'm pregnant with the anguish of knowing there are people out there who still have their hair.
Yeah, that's right, Andrew.
Yeah, that's right. Me too. All you people with hair.
Believe that, Andrew.
Horrible. You know what? If people didn't have hair, the world wouldn't be polluted with hair products. Bro, is that wind?
Yeah, that's wind.
Can you hear that?
Around like that?
No.
Actually, I did. Yeah, it was like.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, I need to hold on.
Uh-oh, guys. The wind's a howling. Hope it was the wind and not like a gang of wolves or something. Yo, how many wolves? Let's ask. I want to ask you guys a question, chat. I love these moments together, these intimate moments together. So let me ask you guys something here. How many wolves do you think Theory could take in hand-to-hand combat?
There's a storm coming, Annie. Better get inside. Yeah, major storm.
Really?
Major storm.
It's not. It's not wolves.
Wolves?
Yeah,
I am a wolf.
I like that. I like that.
Why is chat spamming numbers? What'd you do? Do
I
you think we'll see Maul in the Kenobi series?
Oh no! Hell no! Hell no, bro.
Omega is Captain Phasma. What? Jango's her father, so when Boba dies, the armor becomes hers. She's honor the Mandalorian. No.
I don't like it.
Bro, Omega's... No.
I don't like it.
Omega's not from the UK. She's New Zealand. Got a New Zealand accent.
I don't like
Kiwi.
it.
She's Kiwi. Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that to Omega either, I don't think. Anyways, first super chat, longtime viewer. Love that. Best friend got diagnosed with cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma, earlier today. Hit me pretty hard. Thanks for giving us something to escape the root. Dude, I'm very sorry to hear that. Just, be there for him, man. Be there for him and help him recover.
Yeah.
People have beat cancer before, so it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Always got to keep the faith, keep his spirits up.
Keep his spirits up, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You never know when you go, man.
Yeah.
Where am I? I thought of an idea of if Mace returns or someone else without a hand to replace it with a Beskar hand, giving the ability to grab a saber in combat.
Whoa, dude, I actually like that. That would be dope. A Beskar hand. You can just grab a saber like that.
That's dope.
I'm down.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, how come they've never thought of that before?
But I mean, because you don't need Beskar to do it. Wow. I mean, it'd be cool if you have Beskar, but if you're really powerful with the Force, you can grab it with your hand. It's called Tutuminus.
True. Who
wins, Darth Plo Koon or Darth Ahsoka? Probably Darth Plo Koon.
I don't know. Ahsoka's pretty bad, bro.
Darth Plo Koon. He can already shoot lightning as a Jedi.
What?
Yeah. It's called Force Judgment. It's yellow.
Damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's wild.
Kind of cool.
Could you guys ever see Kyle Katarn being introduced to live action world?
I mean, maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe. Honestly, Finn is sort of like a version of him.
Good, Peter. I'm glad I missed them. I'm glad I missed
Peter.
I'll never read them ever. Thanks
So
for your money. We
entitled,
appreciate
Peter.
it.
God. Sheesh.
And that's it. That
I'm
marks the
ghosted
end
all
of
day.
the paid ones. We don't care anymore. See, no, I'm just kidding.
Yo, you wild. You wilding out. What's the chat saying? What's everybody saying? Everybody's Gucci.
Josh, can you blink? Missed my second super chat too. Did I? Are you sure? I'm sorry.
I think we did get to his actually. He just might not have seen it.
Oh, maybe. Okay. But his second one?
I don't know. I just remember we went over several of his. So, do either of you like cats? I don't really like cats.
I like
to be honest. Which will be better, Thor 4 or Doctor Strange 2? I think Doctor Strange 2, but Thor 4 is going to be fire. How are you? I'm good. Yo, Morbius over Star Wars. Yo, I absolutely love all the sort of Morbius memes. Did you see like the Morbius sweep or the summer of Morbius and all that sort of stuff? Dude, like it got to the point where some actual like junkets or whatever picked it up and said, unfortunately, it seems like the summer of Morbius is canceled because that movie's like bombing too. But there was no summer of Morbius. That was a meme. It was a joke. Josh, can you toot it up? I actually am holding in a flatulent right now, but out of respect for my friend Theory, I am not just gonna let it rip. So
I don't care, dude. Do what you gotta do, man. Would love to see Kenobi dreams of what could have been, like Anakin raising Luke and Leia on Naboo, with Padme being Uncle Obi-Wan, and the dream crumbling in a nightmare like fashion, leaning into his guilt and depression.
That would be cool.
Okay, Josh, we better go. People are sending in super chats.
Okay, we better go.
They're not stopping.
Peter said, "Told you sequels are hard to play. Unlock the other." Oh wait, no, that's like old as fuck.
Unlock the Yale and she's more badass.
Really
yeah, we got Peter.
Steve Sranka, good to see you.
We don't care. For Anna DeMar, some theory dinner fun.
Love you guys playing with the family gathering, watching Batman tomorrow night. Yo, the Batman is on HBO Max now.
Right, I already saw it.
Yeah, you don't want to watch it again? You didn't love it?
Yeah, it was good. It's fine.
Yeah, I would say it was fine.
Love you guys. Planned a family gathering to watch the Batman tomorrow night. Even requested off work. Nice.
That's cool, man.
I hope watch it tonight, bro.
I might throw it on. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things. Was like, what if I like it more? You know,
there's nothing wrong with it. It was good. It's a young Batman. You know, he's a little P-boy at this point.
Yeah, it's a little P-boy.
Let's just ship everyone. Luke and Ahsoka, Han and Chewie. You already did this.
You already
did this. You
sent that in, and then you got mad that we didn't read it. We did read it.
He's just trolling. Peter's a troll.
Peter, you be trolling.
Peter sucks his butt.
Yeah, dude. You blow butts.
He blows his.
Yeah, you blow your own butt. Think about it.
Yeah, dude.
Favor 6 hours? I think we have before.
Yeah, we have, but we're not doing that. We're 3 hours in. And I'm really hungry, and there isn't much to talk about. These are like the dry times until Kenobi comes out.
Yeah, we're just chilling. I mean, to be honest with you, even though chat got a little shaky, I actually thought it was a good talk, bro. Like, I know people get all sensitive in their feelings about it, but bro,
that's just the way it is. Nothing new at this point.
100%. But I just honestly, I think it was a real ass talk, and it was good shit. And we all have our opinions, and it's all good, man. Like, I don't like good. You can honestly feel however you want to feel about it. Like, I don't think, it's all good. It's all
I'm just kidding, D-man. Sorry, buddy. Love you. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank you, Danielle.
Good night.
I don't know why Josh thinks that. What?
Thinks what?
I don't even know.
Who cares?
Yeah. If y'all could go anywhere, where would you go? What do you mean,
to my kitchen to eat?
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the bathroom right now. So
Josh always got to shit after our show. I feel like the whole show he's just brewing, and he's just
because I usually eat dinner before we go. I have a late dinner, and I slam coffee all day. I mean, come on, you know what that happens. You know what that turns into.
Poopies. I don't drink coffee, so.
Right on. Right on.
I control my poops, not the coffee.
Right on.
I'm in control now, Phasma. I'm in control.
Is there a garbage chute? Trash compactor? Because I'll shit in it.
Josh is called the toilet. Get with the healthy disagreements, guys. Much love. Hey, we read that one, D-Man. We read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love you.
Plus, like, I don't even think you and I disagreed all
I
that
don't think
much
we
tonight.
did disagree on
Yeah.
anything.
I think we disagreed with some people in chat, but that's about it.
Being racist.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Blinker time.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Yo,
and we'll see
much
you
love,
in
guys.
Tomorrow's vid.
Take care of yourselves.
And you're sounding like a separatist.